stream all night. Every down, every fight. Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, here we go. Steelers, here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat. Delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight. Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go. Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins ball. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight. Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers, here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat. Delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight. Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City heart Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go! Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins ball. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go. Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins ball. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go. Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins fall. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go.
All right, guys, we are ready for some football. Are you guys ready for some football? I kind of am. How's it going, everybody? I, of course, am Dr. Lay, and we've got some more football for you today. Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. As, yes, Tom, I agree, this game should be on regular TV, but, of course, the NFL hates their true fans, as we kind of discussed that last game. Again, the Texans over to the Chargers in Game 1. What will happen in Game 2? I guess we'll find out. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm going to be sitting a little bit closer to the camera today, or for this stream, because I have the mic directly connected to my monitor. That's the only way I can hear the game. Not you listening or not watching the game on the usual way. You guys probably don't care. Oh well, we're going to move on. Regardless, the Ravens, they are playing for their playoff lives. So this is win or go home for the Ravens. The Packers, of course, have actually clinched already due to the result that happened, of course, the Lions, Vikings, Steelers, of course, putting the Lions in a win, do-or-die situation, and they did not come through. The Lions falling short to the Vikings, putting the Packers in the playoffs. We'll go ahead and kind of show the screen here. Give me a sec. That call was absolutely terrible. It was a terrible call. If you're talking about the Texans-Chargers game, yeah, it was. This is the current playoff picture. Actually, that is not current. Let me go to the actual one. So there you go. Again, pretty much everybody except the 4 seeds are in. They are at least as far as like who's punched their ticket in. So we're just waiting on the AFC North and the NFC South. Do they really want to participate? I guess the playoffs. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, as you can see here, the Ravens, if they lose, they're done. It is over. If they win, their chances are slim, but you give them a shot. Again, the Steelers, of course, all they need to do is win one more game, or the Ravens lose one more game, and that is settled in the AFC. And again, for the Packers, if the Packers were to win out and the Bears lose out, the Packers, in theory, could still win the division. They're only a game and a half back with 2 to go. Again, that's obviously, I shouldn't say only, but it is not out of the question. Again, the Bears would have to play a Lions team, a very ticked-off Lions team. Packers, of course, again, obviously with the Ravens tonight, and then a Vikings team that might be starting Brosmer. So, we'll see how that goes. But, yeah, of course, a lot of moving and shuffling with these AFC, NFC teams because nothing is for certain. It really isn't. So thank you guys again for tuning on in. Jacob, how's it going? Yeah, I got the Steelers jersey on. It's not a Steelers game, but, obviously it is a big one for the Steelers. Let's get Dr. Lane 4,000 would be pretty cool. We'll see you there, Orioles fan. Again, appreciate you for tuning in as always. George, good to see you again. Thank you for tuning in. Steve, Mad Steve, appreciate you for tuning in. Nick, Don, Andy, Jim, Draven, thank you again for tuning in, man. That's an OG right there, folks. Draven. James, Keith, appreciate you, man. All you guys, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully we have a good one. Again, this game is on Peacock, if you're wondering. How you can see the game. Unfortunately, again, another thing, kind of like Netflix, they put it behind the paywall. So, unfortunately, it is on Peacock. I just went ahead yesterday and bought a month subscription there, and then I'll cancel as soon as the month is over. Pretty much right after that playoff game, because they're hiding another playoff game behind Peacock. Couldn't tell you which one, but it'll be on one of those, the wild card weekend. But anyway, Packers, Ravens, both teams, to my understanding, are going to be playing with their backup quarterbacks, Malik Willis, taking on Tyler Huntley. So, we'll see how they can do. They can both look really good in spots. Malik Willis has looked really good, honestly, with the Packers. It was terrible with the Titans. He looked like, I don't know, like there were people, me, that were questioning, hey, that guy shouldn't have even been drafted with how bad he looks. But then with the Packers, he looks great. So, just what a difference a system can make for a quarterback. Or maybe, perhaps, learning from his failures in Tennessee, he changed himself up and he looks great. And again, for the Ravens, of course, they've had, it seems like Tyler Huntley forever. Believe it or not, he wasn't with the team last year, but he's been there, it seems like almost 3 decades now. It seems like who's backup quarterback for the Ravens? Oh, it's Tyler Huntley. Oh, okay. So let's see here. Starting Derrick Henry in fantasy. Oh, man, good luck. Raisins versus the Lackers. There we go. Appreciate you, Hammer, for tuning in. You doing good. Yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah, maybe. Appreciate it, Steve. Why does Google say it starts at 8 o'clock Eastern if it doesn't? Because Google hates you as well, not just ESPN. Again, thank you, Draven, for modding there. Appreciate you, man. I'm used to just doing it right over here, but Draven's got me covered, man. Draven's got me covered, just like Gino has got you covered if you're looking to blame someone. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Ravens, again, playing for their playoff lives. The Packers playing for their NFC North division hopes. Again, very slim, but it is doable. And I guess since we have another commercial here, I guess we can look over at how these teams got to their respective spots. We'll start off with the visiting 7-8 Ravens. Again, not a great start to the year. You can see, again, a blown lead against Buffalo. I actually didn't get to watch that game. I just heard about it, believe it or not. I know it's crazy, right? Like, well, you're a streamer? Well, at that point, I wasn't doing Sunday night, but now we're doing Sunday night because, you Yeah, it works now. But anyway, so yeah, Buffalo losing to Buffalo 41-40, beat Cleveland 41-17, then lost 4 straight to Detroit, Kansas City, Houston, and the Rams before ripping off 5 straight wins. And you're like, okay, well, this is looking pretty good for the Ravens, beating Chicago, beating Miami, Minnesota, Cleveland, New York. And then all of a sudden, Lamar comes back. Well, Lamar came back for the Miami game. But, I think that's actually, the Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow came back. They lost to the Bengals. Then they lost to the Steelers. They beat Cincinnati. They shut them out in that freezing cold weather. And then losing to the Patriots. And again, kind of a choke job there. And that's kind of been the story of the season for the Ravens, just not holding leads in the fourth quarter. And then, of course, the Green Bay Packers, who, believe it or not, were my NFC Super Bowl pick back in July. And again, I'm not going to change picks. That's just the way it is. But starting off really good. Again, beating the Lions 27-13, beating the Commies there, losing to Cleveland, kind of a head-scratcher. But, again, it's the Browns. They have a good defense. Then they tie the Cowboys. So that was kind of like, okay, I don't know what's all happening there with the Packers. Then they rip off 3 straight wins, beating the Bengals, the Cardinals, the Steelers. And then they lose to the Panthers. They lose to the Eagles. But then they rip off 4 straight wins again. Again, they seemingly know what they're doing, right? Beating the Giants, Vikings, Lions, and Bears. Oh, my. But then losing to Denver. Of course, they lost Micah Parsons that week. And then a overtime loss to the Bears. So now, of course, not looking ideal for them. But again, if they win out, they'll probably feel a lot better going into the playoffs. And there's a slim chance that the Bears slip up their final 2 games and they actually would host a playoff game rather than travel on the road. Malik is going to get paid by some team next year. Yes, he will. He will, for sure. He's done great. Dr. Lake, great stream, great night, happy holidays. How's it going, man? Merry Christmas, happy holidays to you, Charles. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. CEO Charles Adderley in the building. Harbaugh doesn't mess this up. Maybe we'll see. Just had to watch an ICE recruitment ad. Okay, that's interesting. Lamar's not a good quarterback. Carrie, good to have you back. Didn't think we would have you, Carrie, based on how the last stream went, but I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man, for tuning in. He's struggled this year, but I mean, again, he's still, whenever he's at his best, he is definitely explosive. And I would probably agree with you in the playoffs. But Lamar, I definitely will respect Lamar as in his big playability and to change the game. But definitely not this year. If this happens next year, then yeah, he might just be washed. Let's go Ravens, says Joshua. Joshua pulling for the Ravens here. What's up, Doc? How's it going, George? This Panthers team is very underrated and scrappy for sure. For sure, a very underrated Panthers team. If they, again, this week doesn't matter unless, well, if the Buccaneers win, this week doesn't matter for the NFC South. Pretty much next week we'll decide that division. Oh, my, yep. You're great. That's good, Charles. And Malik Willis to the Steelers. I'm happy with Rodgers. If Malik wants to back up Rodgers next year, I'm cool with that. But, yeah, Malik has definitely improved for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to see how Rodgers does. I think Rodgers might have another year in him, to be honest with you. Touchdown turkey. Yes, we got the touchdown turkey here. He is sitting off to the side, ready for some football. And again, I apologize. I think I'm a little closer. Maybe you guys don't even notice the difference. I don't know. But yeah, we're just, again, waiting for this one to start. It said 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. At 7:07, they're putting us in another commercial. So there you go. What happens if both the Panthers Bucks lose this week, then tie next week? Then the Panthers win the division. Panthers are up by 1 game now. But the way it works, though, it doesn't matter. Like as long as the Buccaneers win this week, essentially, then as long as they keep pace with the Panthers this week, whatever the Panthers do, the Bucks do, yeah, it doesn't matter. The division can't be clinched by the Panthers unless the Buccaneers lose and the Panthers win. Ravs, going with the Ravs. Interesting. Indiana Bears and Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl. This guy. Yeah, Indiana Bears. So, man, how's it going, Cohen's? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in again. I'd like to call a game for you, but we're going after commercial after commercial after commercial here. So, yeah. Yeah, we got nothing for you. I just realized the lighting might be a little off. I guess it doesn't really look like that for you guys because I accidentally moved a light over there. I didn't put it in its appropriate spot. Oh, well. We will just let it go. Yeah, I have a light in the back, and it's just in the wrong spot. I had to move it. Are you ready for some football? I am. I appreciate it, Tammy. Unfortunately, the NFL is not because we're still waiting for these commercials to end. The Ravs. Haven't heard that. Yeah, I know the Ravs. I haven't heard the Ravs before. Sinbin's doing the game. Oh, good, great. Gotta go say, yeah, no, for sure. Support your Packer fan, man. Support your streamers. Colts, yeah, they're not looking good. 2 MVPs, usually the quarterback doesn't deserve it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man, rage baiting. Gotta love that. So, looks like we are back. We're returning to coverage. That's good. Again, delaying the start of this game, I guess. Huntley 6-9 as a starter, 4-6 with the Ravens. So that's actually, again, not bad. I mean, that's what you want. And a backup quarterback going about 500. Malik Willis 3-2 in his 5 career starts, 2-0 with the Packers, as he was 1-2 with the Titans. Again, not a good start there in his career with the Titans, but might just be the Titans at that point. Kind of like Josh Allen not deserving. Yeah, Josh Allen, no. I mean, that's fair. It's fair. I mean, yeah. Last 2 MVPs were definitely questionable, I'm not going to lie. Joshua pulling for the Ravens. There we go. As we are about to get ready for kickoff here, Baltimore, again, they're eliminated with the loss or a Steelers win. Packers have clinched a playoff berth, as you guys know, and would win the NFC North if they win out and Chicago loses out, which, again, both are very much on the table. As they show Jordan Love there on the sideline. There is Lamar Jackson. He's also on the sideline. Again, there's a lot of rumors surrounding him and the Ravens. It's all a weird thing. So what will happen here? Looks like the Packers will be kicking off to start this one. The Ravens will receive. Hey, Doc, how's it going? Hopefully Rhino's resting up, and hopefully he's excited for some football. As the Packers about ready to kick off. Referee's just in the way. As McManus puts his hand up and is ready to get this one started. Fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, and is brought down at the 25-yard line. That is where the Ravens will start their opening drive. Send the Ravens packing. Get her done. That's why I'm wearing the Steelers jersey. We got it going. Come on, Henry, work that magic. We'll see. We'll see. Say, don't even want to see your face. This guy. Hey, what if he comes up big? What if he doesn't drop passes today? All right, 1st and 10 for the Ravens as they break the huddle. Huntley. Again, he is the quarterback. He's under center, receiver to left, fullback in the backfield. As Huntley under center takes the snap and play action, drops back. Huntley's looking, floats it. It is caught by Andrews. Andrews tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 9. Going to make it 2nd and 1 for the Ravens. Josh Allen is good, but I bet he wished to go to Super Bowl instead of MVP. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. So 2nd and 1 coming up for the Ravens. As let's see here, making sure I am good. Huntley is under center, and he's going to send it up the middle. This is Henry. Henry at the 40, and brought down at the 46-yard line. Big run there. That is a gain of 12, and that is a Baltimore Ravens first down. Big run up the gut, giving it to King Henry. So 1st and 10 for the Ravens. As a few plays there, they're looking pretty good. Huntley, keep him as quarterback. This guy, Carey. Oh my gosh. 1st and 10 as Huntley's in the shotgun, trips left to one receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. As Huntley takes the snap in, hands it off up the gut. This is Henry, and Henry is brought down at the 49, but he runs into Bateman. And Bateman, I believe he's still on the ground. Now he's helped up there, not looking Ideal there. Good evening, Good day. How's it going? Save Rhino, yep. Save the Rhino. All right. Ravens once again taking formation there. Huntley under center as he play action. Rolling to his right. He stumbles. Huntley is going to cut inside and take off. He's at the 45, diving at the 44. That is a first down for the Ravens. Huntley looking a little interesting there. Again, just stumbling. But I was able to recover and cut inside and dive forward for the first. So first down, Baltimore. So good stuff there by Huntley. So brand new set of downs. 1st and 10 for Huntley as they are at the 43. Huntley is under center. 2 receivers left. Tight end in tight. Fullback in the backfield as Huntley hands it off. This is Henry. Henry's at the 40. The 35 brought down at the 34-yard line for a gain of 9. So far, so good for Derrick Henry. And, of course, you know, they have a rotation there, so they'll take him out. That was kind of a thing of to note. Harbaugh, of course, was questioned why not see Henry the final 12 minutes. Well, there's a rotation, and you got to stick to the rotation, apparently. That was just very questionable. As it's 2nd and 1 for the Ravens. As he hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell up the middle. He's got the first down, crossing the 30, brought down at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 5, and that is a Baltimore Raven first down. Henry going for 200 tonight. We'll see. We shall see. That would be very impressive if that were to happen. A brand new set of downs for the Ravens. So 1st and 10 coming up. Henry, by the way, still on the sideline. Again, Mitchell with the nice carry there, but, you know, you never know how it can go. 1st and 10 at the 29 as Huntley's under center, receivers to the left. Tight ends in tight. Huntley drops back. He's looking over the middle. Still looking. Steps up. Throws it. It is caught by Mitchell, and Mitchell is hit out of bounds at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as it'll be 2nd and 10. Have a great stream. Appreciate it, Giants fan. Thank you again for tuning in. Put Henry back in the game. Well, Mitchell is coming off, but that means it's Alley's turn. Just kidding. It's going to be Henry back in the game. That is again, that was pretty crazy. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Ravens. They're at the 29 as Huntley in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Huntley hands it off to Henry up the gut, taking it to the right side of the 25 and diving forward to the 20-yard line. That is a gain of 9 as it'll be 3rd and 1 coming up for the Ravens. 4 carries already for Henry on this drive, averaging just under 9 yards a carry, 8.5. Doing pretty solid. So 3rd and 1 coming up for the Ravens as, again, they're just kind of moving down the field, matriculating down the field, as Hank Strand would say. Huntley under center, tight ends in tight as he hands it off to the fullback, and he's got the first down. Ricard with a yard. And that is a first down, but there's a flag, so hold the phone. Will the Clem not following there, Jess. Cheeseheads. Legal formation offense. Ooh. And that'll back him up 5. That is, let's see what happened. Tight end is covered. I always felt like that was stupid. I mean, if you need people on the line, you can't have, I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, 3rd and 6 coming up. Will the Ravens clinch if they win? No. They need a lot more help than that. 3rd and 6. Huntley in the shotgun, trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. They need to get to the 19 for a brand new set of downs. As Huntley looking to his left, sending Flowers in motion. Huntley takes the snap, drops back, looking, throws to his right, caught at the 21 and extending. Did he get it? He did. That is going to be a first down for the Ravens. Good spot, good play there. Good first down for the Ravens. Mark Andrews on the catch. Needing 6, he got 6. Let's see here. Nice bailout. This guy. What are the odds this stays under 42 with all these injuries? I would think so, but I don't know. It's kind of a gamble, as they would, say. 1st and 10 at the 19. Sending Flowers in motion as Huntley is going to keep it on the RPO. Down the left side, cutting inside the 15, sliding down at the 14. That's a gain of 5. As this drive is taking over 6 minutes now. Nice little drive here for the Ravens. Averaging about 6 yards a play. Is pretty efficient so far. Norton's pulling for the Ravens. Howdy, everyone from Port Royal, Pennsylvania. How's it going, William? Wondering if you can buy a whole wheel of cheese. I'm sure you can. 2nd and 5, ball at the 14 as Hundley is under center. 2 receivers left, tight ends in tight as he hands it off up the middle, and Henry brought down at the 11. Gain of 3 as they are in the red zone. Joseph, thank you for broadcasting. I prefer you over chat, sport, and football. Well, thank you, Joseph. Appreciate it again. Obviously, chat sports, donation sports, as they are nicknamed. Very annoying, but yeah, for sure, I appreciate it. Football Nation, yeah, they're pretty good. They are pretty good. So yeah, he's great, but I appreciate that. That's a high compliment there. 3rd and 2, they need to get to the 9 as he sends a man in motion. Huntley hands it off up the gut, and Henry's got the first down, plowing over the defender at the 5, brought down at the 3, gain of 8. And as a brand new set of downs for the Ravens. As this drive is just, man, I mean, it's over 7.5 minutes, over halfway through the first quarter already. And again, the Ravens are the only team to touch the ball. Very impressive drive for the Ravens as it's 1st and goal at the 3. Huntley and the Ravens breaking the huddle. Henry, 6 carries, 45 yards. Now, remember, they'll probably take him out in the 4th quarter, but it is what it is. He hands it off up the middle. Henry leaning forward, fighting forward. He's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. Henry would not be denied on that one. And the touchdown turkey, of course, he loves touchdowns. 12 plays, 75 yards, 8:05. What a drive. 8:05 off the clock there. That was very impressive by the Ravens. Hope Green Bay wins, but their secondary isn't real great. Yep. Yes, Henry. Yep. And I just subscribed. Thanks again. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Joseph. So the Ravens opening up the scoring here. They're pending the extra point. This is Loop. And the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is right down the middle. It is good. 7-0 is your score. 6:55 left to go in the first quarter. Ravens looking pretty good on that opening drive. Favorite cheese? Mozzarella. Touchdown turkey. Yep. Henry ran over. Yep, he did. He did. He looked pretty good there. Again, we do have emojis for this game for the members. You can let me know who you're, pulling for or just you're supporting for. Again, appreciate you guys. Let me check something out here. Well, apparently I am. I'm as live as I can be. I was looking. But again, you're definitely behind this one. Yeah, I know. I was just looking. I know I'm behind here. It's unfortunate. I can try backing out. I'll try it again. That's what I'll do. But appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is what I do. I call games. Sometimes, again, I'm behind. Sometimes I'm ahead. And it looks like slightly behind for this one. But yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. This is pretty much what I do. Again, I call games. And of course, again, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. That is pretty much it. And of course, again, let me know who you think is going to win tonight's game. 58% of you guys with the Packers, 42% with the Ravens. So thank you again for tuning in. Packers, Ravens. What's up, Ash? How's it going, man? Good to see you. Jackson is hurt. He is not playing tonight. As Trap pulling for the Pack. So am I. Again, I got my Steelers jersey on. as, a Packers win gives the Steelers the division. Would be nice. Harvey, what's up? How's it going, man? He is definitely not a fan of the Ravens. Definitely not a fan. But yeah, that drive was pretty efficient there. Again, 13 plays, 75 yards, 805 off the clock there. That was just a great drive. It's Keith pulling for the Ravens there. Friendship's off tomorrow. I bet so. You need the Ravens to win so my Bears can clinch the division. I bet. Butterfly saying, go Packers. Good to have you, Butterfly, for game 2. Good to see you, Mysterious, by the way. Good to see you, man. Steve pulling for the Ravens here is working way back here to Lambeau. Again, 7-0. Ravens leading. As the Packers will get their first crack at it. Again, the Ravens looking just great on that drive. Averaging 5 yards a play. Actually, a little over that. Yeah, a little over that. Just under 6 yards a play. All right, Loop is ready to kick things off. There is the kickoff, and that is going to be fielded at the 9. He's at the 10, 15, 20, 25, and brought down across the 30 at the 31-yard line, and that is where the Packers will begin their drive. Lamar's at home in bed playing video games. I don't know about that. I think he's on the sideline, but get what you're saying, though. At least being the Senators right now. Oh, wow. They're so bad. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about hockey there, but yeah, that is rough. Welcome to Dr. Nation. I don't know if I'm Dr. Nation there. 1st and 10 at the 31 is Willis in the shotgun. Willis drops back. He's looking over the middle. He steps up, floats it down the left side. It is caught by Dobbs at the 30 and tackled immediately. That is a big play there, a gain of 40 yards, and that is a Green Bay Packers first down. Willis just floating it down the left side, and Dobbs falling right under it for a big play there. Again, a first down for the Packers, already in Ravens territory. Love still out? Yes. Wanting Ravens to win, so my Chiefs get a lower draft pick. There you go. And it looks like they're going to march backwards 5 yards. Apparently 12 men in the huddle for the Packers. So you get the big play, and now you move back 5 yards. That's a bummer. Howdy, doctor. How's it going? Jordan Love is not playing. Indoctrination, this guy. That's pretty good. Great pass and catch it was. Ravens going to win. We'll see. 1st and 15 for Willis. As, I don't know, there's a fumble, but it's recovered by the Packers. And now there's a flag coming in. I don't know what happened. What the heck? The snap never got. False start. So they're going to whistle it dead. Yeah, the snap never got to Willis. So the snap hit one of the linemen that left early. Wow. So everyone moved really about the center, to be honest with you. And yet, don't spoil. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit behind today. Slightly behind earlier. Now I'm really behind here. 1st and 20 at the 39. Willis drops back. He's looking. He throws it over the middle. It is caught at the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. Oh, man, what a strike to Christian Watson. Well, look at that. The touchdown turkey. Didn't have to wait as long there. 2 plays, 69 yards for the Packers. Again, a 39-yard touchdown pass to Christian Watson. So the Ravens take over halfway through the first quarter to score on their drive. Again, a great drive for the Ravens, but 2 plays for the Packers, and they find the end zone. Look at that. As McManus is on to attempt the extra point. It is up. It is good. 7-7 is your score. 5:44 left to go in the first quarter. Packers answering back immediately. We may just have a great game here tonight. We may. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. You're scared of Willis. Yep. Dobbs is great, but his helmet reminds me of space. Well, it's yeah, with the cover there, yeah. Do these teams can still make the playoffs? The Packers have already clinched. Ravens, they need to win out, and the Steelers need to lose out. Horrible defense. Yep. You really like Willis. Willis can be pretty good. Willis has definitely improved a lot from his Titans days, for sure. Defense bad. It is bad. Willis look pretty good. He's looking good. Looking pretty good. Sneaky bots. Yeah, no, there's a lot of bots. A lot of bots. Wow, I know, right? Ravens defense is trash. It is. But next week, the Steelers will make the Ravens defense look like the 2000 Ravens. So, okay. See, the chat might go south. Well, anyway. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. And again, this is what I do. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like and try to respond to as many comments as I can. The chat is a very big part of the channel and always will be for years to come. And, of course, feel free to vote in the poll. Let me know who you think is going to win tonight. 58% of you guys with the Packers. 42% with the Ravens. So there you go. Again, thank you guys for tuning in, letting me call the game. Again, I know there's a lot of other options out there, so thank you for letting the small channel call the game tonight. And again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure to subscribe. It helps out the channel. And if everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 4,000 subscribers. Would actually be pretty crazy to hit that in year one. Would be pretty amazing. Can a team that clinched unclinch by losing outs? Yes, they clinch it. Clinching is 100%. Yeah, there's no way they can unclinch. Two more likes. Nice. You're pretty hard on your Steelers. Yes, I expect greatness. And that's my fault, I guess. But I've seen the Steelers too much to kind of know what they would do. We're winning our first playoff game this year. I think it could happen. Don pulling for the Packers. Either team playing defense. Not at the moment. They left their defenses on the bus. I may just have to pull off the headset here, but then my hair would be a mess, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so the Packers, again, striking back as McManus is ready to kick things off to resume this one. Fielded at the 2, he's at the 5, the 10, 15, 20, 25, and that's where he's smacked at the 26-yard line. That is where the Ravens will begin their drive. That was Wester. That was Wester on the return. You an actual doctor? No, I'm not. Packers win. We'll see, Scott. Packers need to go out for your championship. Look at that. That's a good Dr. Lake catchphrase. Every good commentator needs one. I appreciate that. I don't know if that's actually what I should be saying when you can't see the screen. But yeah, that's appreciate it. Appreciate it, though. 1st and 10 at the 26. Hundley in the shotgun, drops back, throws it. It's caught at the 30 and brought down at the 33-yard line for a quick gain of 7 yards. And Likely on the catch. So 2nd and 3 coming up for the Ravens. Again, their first drive, very solid. 13 plays, 65 yards. I mean, that was as good of a drive as you can have. I mean, you want to eat that clock, you want to get the defense tired, and you want to punch into the end zone. Just everything great about the Ravens on that first drive. We'll see if they can replicate it here as it's 2nd and 3 at the 33. Sending a man in motion. Huntley lifts the leg, takes the snap, and looks over, throws. It's caught at the 40. This is Likely, and Likely brought down at the 42-yard line for a gain of 9. That is a Baltimore Ravens first down. First playoff game this year, 9 years. I think so. He's a doctor, always on the call with play calling. Yep. I'm like, boom. Yeah, that was the John Madden. 1st and 10 at the 42 as Huntley is under center, sending a man in motion as Huntley takes it or hands it off to Henry up the middle, and Henry bottled up at the 45-yard line for a gain of 4. They're going to mark him down to 46. So Henry, again, has seen a heavy dosage here in the first quarter. Again, already 8 carries. And, again, that was the talk of the town last week. Again, being yanked in the fourth quarter with 12 minutes to go. I couldn't believe it. I was covering the game. I'm like, what the heck? But, Oh, well, I guess. 2nd and 6 at the 46 as Huntley in the shotgun. Trips the right, one receiver to the left. As Huntley sends a man in motion, that is Flowers. And Huntley drops back. They're sending 5. Huntley throws. It is caught at the 49. Makes a guy miss at the 50. He's at the 45 and pushed out of bounds at the 41-yard line. What a catch and run by Zay Flowers. Gain of 13, and that is another Baltimore Ravens first down. Valentine missing the Flowers there. Cannot stand Buffalo. Yeah, I'm a little worried. Steelers may be playing Buffalo in the playoffs if the Steelers were the 4th seed, which, again, that's the only way they can get in. 1st and 10, hands it off. This is Henry. Henry plowing forward, crossing the 35, brought down at the 34 for a gain of 7. So a nice run there. Again, Henry looking really good. Will we see this, though, in the 4th quarter is the question. That Steeler sitting. Yes, he is. He's suspended for 2 games. DK. Every time Zay gets the ball, he gets scared. Well, he's looking good so far. 2nd and 3 at the 33. Hands it off to Henry up the gut. He's plowing forward, crossing the 30, brought down at the 28. And that is, again, another Baltimore Ravens first down as Henry asking for a breather. Already 10 carries, and we're just in the 1st quarter. Been a very impressive, just a rushing attack here by the Ravens. Again, Huntley 6 for 6. Again, all short throws. But, again, you complete them all. It will keep moving the drive. As he's 6 for 6 at the moment. Huntley in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Huntley takes the snap, drops back looking, swings it out. It's caught by Mitchell at the 30. It's at the 25 and pushed out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Gain of 7. So 7 for 7 now for Huntley. Again, everything's short, but it's moving the ball down the field. First down. This game's flying by. Yep, it is, really. Again, the Ravens kind of chewing the clock. 2nd and 3 for Baltimore. They are at the 22 as Huntley in the pistol. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Huntley lifts the leg, takes the snap, and hands it off. This is Mitchell, and Mitchell's not going to do anything because there's a flag. Henry is the 4th leading rusher in the NFL this year. Oh, wow. False start. That's going to back him up 5. That is Patrick Ricard, the longtime fullback. The guilty party there. I hate this setup right now. It's just terrible. Anyway, did you get everything you wanted? I got close, and that's all I need. That's what I needed. I'll take it. Buffalo overrated. They still scare me. They scare me a lot. 2nd and 8 at the 27 as Huntley lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back, looking to his left. Huntley taking off and running. He's crossing the 25 and runs out of bounds at the 18-yard line. That is a brand new set of downs for the Ravens. Man, I mean, it's working. Whatever the Ravens are doing. Again, all these runs and, of course, the short throws. And, of course, Huntley showing the presence to escape the pocket at the right time. Again, feeling the presence, taking off and running. That is, again, a good play there by Huntley. First down for the Ravens. Huntley going to be under center. 1st and 10 at the 18 as Huntley awaits the snap. He takes the snap. It's a toss to Henry. Cuts inside and is brought down at the 15-yard line for a gain of 3. One of Henry's more tame runs of the night. And that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 7-7 is your score. And the Ravens looking pretty good. They have owned the ball. 13 minutes, 49 seconds here in the first half. Oh, man. 66 likes. Appreciate it, Butterfly. That is awesome. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Real thoughts on Tyler Huntley? You'll never say anything. I mean, I say negative things all the time, to be honest with you. Huntley is a good backup quarterback. He's not going to... If you have to rely on Tyler Huntley to win the game, that's unfortunate. But, I mean, right now, again, this is the best way to use him. Have a strong running game, and that does open up the passing game. And again, he's just taking all the short throws. I mean, he's not really an accurate guy. Doesn't really throw it deep at all, really. But I mean, if you're going to try to win the game on the ground, I mean, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. When I said use Derrick Henry, I didn't mean it this much. It looks like he won't play the second half. Yeah. Where are the Ravens running with these losers? Put Henry, Justice Hill. This guy. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Chance? Fast move game. Yep. Moving really fast. Glad you're streaming hard to watch from the kitchen. Yep. Hey, this is why I do it. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is what I do. I call games. Again, if you want to get involved with the conversation down below, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. The chat will forever and always be a big part of the channel, whether I'm at 300 subscribers, 3,000 subscribers, 300,000 subscribers. That is, again, the chat will always be a big part of the channel. And, of course, let me know who you think is going to win this one. 58% of you guys with the Packers, 42% with the Ravens. And, of course, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. And, of course, if everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 4,000 subscribers. So that is pretty cool for year one. Alexander, we're not going to let you see the game because this channel will be taken down. Feel free to ask any other YouTuber, but I feel like they'll probably tell you the same thing. Thank you, Alexander, for the view. Appreciate it, man. Packers got beat up by the Bears last week. I don't know about beat up, but definitely a close one there. Henry has crossed... Wow, he passed Tony Dorsett. Wow, Derrick Henry is top 10 in NFL history with rushing yards. He's at 12,743 yards. That is very impressive. As Huntley hands it off to Henry, as he adds to that more. He's crossing the 10 and brought down at the 6-yard line, gain of 9. And that is another Ravens first down. I mean, unbelievable. Good to see you, Daniel. How's it going, man? Appreciate you for tuning in. Trisk pulling for the Ravens for some reason, being a Steeler fan. Henry just passed on. I know, it's amazing. Derrick Henry is a Hall of Famer. I've said that for years now. First and goal at the 6 as Huntley takes that, hands it off to Henry, crossing the 5, still plowing forward, and brought down at the 1. Great effort by Henry and the offensive line, as that's a hard-earned gain of 5, going to be second and goal at the inch line. When you reach 4K, do a hip-hop dance. Probably not happening. Not a dancing guy. I'm not a dancing delay by any means. Dancing Doc. If Caleb throws for 400 yards the next 2 games, he reaches 4,000. I think I have a better shot at hitting 4K than he does. As he hands it off up the middle, and Henry extending. Did he get in? Oh, he reached over, but I think his knee may have been down. They're going to say his knee was down. Oh, man, so he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, his knee was down. Oh, man, that was good effort, though, by Henry. Third and goal. They're at the inch line. You can't get any closer than that. I mean, I guess you could. You can actually punch it in. Huntley under center as he hands it off to Henry. He just walks in. Touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. And the touchdown turkey. He loves touchdowns, folks, as Derrick Henry finding the end zone once again. 13 plays, 74 yards. I mean, just domination when it comes to the Ravens offense, overpowering the Packers defense. I mean, that is 2 straight 13 play, 70. The first one 75 yards. This one 74 yards. Each taking a lot of time off the clock. I know the Ravens have had the ball twice and the Packers once, but I mean, Ravens have had the ball 14 minutes, 58 seconds. Packers only a minute. No, actually 15 minutes, 36 seconds. A minute 11 for the Packers. There's an injured Packer, by the way. So hold the phone. Let's see here. Got to hit those Fortnite emotes. Probably not going to happen. They're actually using Henry. Yes, they are. CeeLo gets a pie in the face. I don't think I will be pieing CeeLo in the face anytime soon. Would be pretty cool to meet, some of the guys for sure. Snoop Dogg's a big Steelers fan. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a Steelers fan, but he also cheers for everybody else as well. So I don't know. I don't consider him a Steelers fan. Let's see here. Yeah, watch the spoilers again. I do apologize. I'm slightly behind, maybe a little bit more than slightly behind. So I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let's see here. Keep your head still, and we can please watch the game. Yeah, shut up, Josh. Shut up, Josh. Honestly, shut up. Let's see here. 75 likes. Dr. Lake Caleb Williams will need waterproof nail polish. Apparently, the Packers answer right back. I mean, they could. They could. They could. We won't be seeing it, Josh, but yeah, I don't know. Just, yeah. Shut your mouth, buddy. All right, and again, 13-7. He is being carted off the field. Hopefully, he'll be okay. That was Riley again. Man, that is brutal. Harbaugh coaching for his job? Maybe. I mean, obviously, this is a disaster. Ravens defense terrible, yeah. All right, Loop. Gonna be attempting the extra point. We're pending the extra point. We'll wait for a while, I guess. So Loop is on to make this a 14-7 game. This is the snap, and there is the kick. It is up. It is good. 14-7 is your score. 13 left to go in the first half. So they will step away. I, of course, will be right here. You're a Steeler fan. Don't be so happy when the Ratbirds score. I'm a Steeler fan, man, but I call games. Sorry to tell you. Obviously, I don't want them to win, but I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Definitely going to be a streamer for everybody. Almost everybody. You'll shut up, my bad. Well, it's all good. At least I don't know. I don't know why that bothered me so much, but it did. Where's the Packers defense? They are not on the field. It's actually the Ravens scrimmaging against air. Michigan has a new coach. They do. Yep. It'll be pretty, I think, I forgot. Oh, my goodness. What was his name? Winningham or something. Yeah, he's pretty good. It's pretty good. If you listen to the broadcast and use your imagination, you can watch the game. That's how they used to do it in the radio times. Would be sweet to see both Harbaugh lose today. I mean, it'd be interesting. I don't really hate the Harbaughs, but, I guess to each their own. Calling plays, yep. Pop-Tarts for Rhino. I guess so. Ravens offense looking better than I expected. They really are. I mean, I didn't expect this. I mean, two drives, 2 touchdowns for the Ravens. I mean, that is a wow. That is a wow. So, yeah. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below, talk about for whatever you like. For the most part, I guess, as we're finding out here. I guess that is not necessarily the case. And, well, that is usually the case. For the most part, I do try to respond to as many comments as I can. And, of course, let me know who you have winning in this one. You let me know down below. Or, of course, in the poll, 57% of you guys with the Packers, 43% with the Ravens. Henry's carrying, yeah, for sure. Give Derrick Henry in fantasy. You're looking pretty good today. Yeah, Rhino has the flu. Ratbirds. I don't really call them the Ratbirds. That's yeah. I don't call them the Ratbirds really. I just call them the Ravens. Henry's up to in rushing yards. Henry has 82 yards. He's looking pretty good. Yeah, don't really. Let's call them the Ravens. I don't know. It's less work. It's less work. Anyway, 14-7 is your score. Ravens leading, of course. Packers will get the ball back again. They, of course, scored very quickly on the last drive. We'll see what they do here. Trying to retaliate with a touchdown of their own. There's kickoff fielded at the 3s, at the 5, the 10, 15, 20, and stumbles forward to the 25-yard line. And that is where the Packers will have, I don't know why I can't speak anymore. That is where the Packers will take over. Again, they're at the 25. Willis on the first drive, again, 2 for 2, 79 yards. Pretty solid. Last week, 9 for 11, 121, 44 rushing yards, and a passing touchdown. So, again, pretty solid stats in relief. Didn't do too bad. We'll see again what he can do here as it's 1st and 10. Willis going to be in the shotgun. Trips left, tight ends in tight to the right. As Willis looking around, awaiting the snap, taking the snap, drops back, looking to his right, throws over the middle. It is caught at the 30 and is brought down at the 33-yard line. That is a gain of 8. That is Josh Wiley with the catch. Yeah, I hope Rhino gets better as well. 98 degrees out there, man. How was the first game and who won? First game was Penn State-Clemson. Penn State won. Second game, Texans won over the Chargers. 2nd and 2 at the 33 as Willis is in the pistol. Receivers to each side as Willis hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs up the middle, and he's brought down close to the line of the gain. What will they say? It's initially saying they're going to be short, and the Packers will be short by about half a yard. They're going to hurry up, though. Willis already under center. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right. And Willis is going to take the snap, and it's a quarterback sneak, but I don't think he got it. Well, the second effort going to push him across. We'll see what they say. Again, the first push there, not good. But the second push may be giving him the first down. They're going to say, oh, he's short. Oh, wow. So 4th and inches. What do you do? Josh Jacobs playing, yes. Only lost power 6 times today. Only 6. Could have been 7. Might have been 7. 6, 7, yep. Packers need to lose. I am firmly on the side of the Bears, I bet. 67 degrees in Metropolis, Illinois. I didn't know Metropolis was a real place. 4th and inches as Willis in the shotgun. Takes the snap and hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs is, he's going to be denied. Oh, my goodness. What a play by the Ravens defense. Stonewalling the Packers. And the Packers fans are booing as LaFleur looks on in absolute disgust. And the Ravens will have it at the Green Bay 34. Good to see you, Ken. Appreciate it. Missouri 7, Virginia 3. Oh, man. Bad spot. I don't know. I feel like they should have, they probably should have whistled it dead because there was no progress made. Then it was pushed at the end. But, man, Ravens having it 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 34 as Huntley is going to be in the pistol. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. As Huntley hands it off, this is Mitchell bouncing it outside, stiff arm. He's at the 30, the 25, and pushed out of bounds at the 20-yard line, gain of 14. And that is a Baltimore Raven first down. They should boo. They should. Very disappointed there if you're a Packers fan. So 1st and 10 as they again are at the 20-yard line. Huntley going to be under center as he hands it off to Mitchell up the middle, and he is not going to get much, brought down after a yard. Mitchell with his 3rd carry of the day, 20 yards rushing, much better today for the Ravens. Again, wasn't really doing that great in the final moments of that Ravens-Patriots game. Virginia game still in halftime, so nice. What's your call for this game? I picked Packers, but, Ravens looking pretty good. Packers going nowhere fast for the rest of the season. Oh, man. That is not looking good, Chris. Huntley in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right, setting a man in motion. Huntley takes snap, play action, drops back, looking, fires. It is caught at the 15 and brought down at the 12. gain of 7, and that is going to make it 3rd and short coming up for the Ravens. As the Ravens just they look like they're the team that's clinched the playoffs. I mean, unbelievable. Ravens do look like a team that's actually fighting for their season. So you got to give them credit. So 3rd and 2 again. They need to get to the 10 for a brand new set of downs. As Huntley going to be under center. Henry's back in the game. As he sends a man in motion, Huntley takes snap, hands it off to Henry up the middle. He's got the first down, plowing over defender, brought down at the 6. Gain of 6 there for Henry, and that is a Baltimore Raven first down. He's already at 88 rushing yards on the night. Oh, my goodness. Lamar Jackson, what about him? He is not playing. So does one of the Packers they had to get close. They get close, but yet so far, yep. It's been a rough year for him. Packers need love desperately. They do need some love. 1st and goal at the 6 as Huntley is going to hand it off to Henry up the middle at the 5. Brought down at the 4 for a gain of 2. Henry again at 90 yards on the night. Wow. We cool? Yeah, we're cool. I'm not going to consider the glasses thing. No. Can't even watch the game live. Just got a virus on my phone trying. That's why you don't click on those links. That's why we try to get rid of those bots. 2nd and goal at the 4. As watch me call this game with context next time, Josh. Going to do that now. 2nd and goal at the 4. Huntley under center as he rolls to his left. He's looking, cuts inside. Huntley is going to run and brought down at the 3. For a gain of a yard, making it 3rd and goal. 7:50 and counting, by the way. This game is moving fast. Where's this been the whole time? I don't know. I'm not happy that it's showing up when the Steelers don't need it to show up. Henry's beast mode. He is. Closer than the Cowboys. You guys are. Glasses are good. I guess so. Controversial topic tonight. 3rd and goal at the 3. Actually, the 4. So bad spot there. Huntley in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. As Huntley drops back, he's looking. Moving to his left. Huntley throws to the end zone. Incomplete. Thought it was picked for a second. There's a Packer down, though. Huntley asking for a flag. No flag given. Flowers shaking up on the play. But there is an injured Packer who is rolling around in what looks like a considerable amount of pain. Wow, I really sounded southern there. Ooh, Hobbs, took a shot there. Oh, man. So 4th and goal coming up for the Ravens. You have to imagine they'll kick the field goal. Harbaugh has Derrick Henry on his fantasy team. Yeah, this week he picked him up. Cowboys get under everyone's skin. Yep, 100%. Could have ran it. Could have. Please take the points. Yep. Cowboys love being talked about. I don't know if they love it. Well, actually, yeah, Jerry loves it. Jerry does love it. And, that's kind of why the Cowboys are not good, because he cares more about clicks. Who is that? Dan Lanning? He would hate the Cowboys. Lanning would tell Jerry, he's fighting for clicks. We're fighting for wins. 100%. If Dan Lanning became a coach of anybody in NFC East, he would immediately be the most beloved coach in the NFL, because he would probably say that about Jerry and the Cowboys. Go for the touchdown? I don't know. I wouldn't do that. If I'm the Ravens, I would not do that. But as a Steeler fan that wants the Ravens to lose, I want them to do that. Yes, they should actually totally go for it. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. 14-7, by the way, is the score. There is an injury timeout, so we're just kind of waiting for this game to resume. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. And again, if you want to get involved in the conversation, feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like and try to respond to as many comments as I can. That is definitely a goal. The channel will always be here, no matter how many people are here. So thank you again for tuning on in. Packers coming back. We can hope so. We can hope so. Field goal, you're thinking field goal? Yeah. What's your thoughts on the NFL expansion in Europe? I wonder how many teams there will be. I don't like the idea personally. I'm not I don't know. I don't really care about expansion. Again, I'm kind of I guess a boomer in regarding how the NFL is. I don't really like where it's heading in a lot of areas. And to me, expansion would just be horrible. And again, if you let's think you're drafted to a team, you probably don't want to play over in Europe. You probably don't. You probably want to play here. It's just, would it be neat? Yeah, but you probably get homesick, and it would just be a mess, I think. I don't know. I hope it doesn't happen. All right, this would be a 22-yard attempt for a loop from the left hash. I imagine he will make it. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 17-7 is your score. 7:10 left to go in the first half. So I don't know if they'll step away. I doubt they will after they just... Ben, I don't know if you know how things work here, but definitely not allowed to show the game, buddy. Definitely not allowed to do that. We have Dak in your face. Someone trade us for Dak. We're good, actually, Cowboy. Rodgers helped Green Bay. Now it's their turn to help. Yeah, it's the turn to help the Steelers for sure. Oh, yeah, the Packers to help the Steelers. Yep. Make them throw a ball against our secondary, trying to put up points as quickly as possible. UVA down 7-3 at half. Lots of bad luck, and Chad is full of stupid children. Jeez, gosh. Okay, that's tough. Yeah, get off my lawn. Yeah, I'm a boomer. I am a boomer. Cowboys win financially. They do. Man. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. As, we're just waiting for kickoff here. Again, Ravens leading 17-7 over the Packers. As, the Ravens look really good, to be honest with you. I'm kind of shocked by this. They've just been moving down the field with ease. Packers, of course, had that really quick drive where they scored last drive. They went for it on 4th and inches, didn't get it. And that led, of course, to the Ravens field goal. Dak is a stat patter. I would agree with that. Cowboys have poured money into individuals trying to buy Super Bowls, but never had a team of players that gel. I would agree. That's a good. Yeah, I would agree with that one. Looks like they are going to cut to commercial. After all that, they cut to commercial. What the heck is that? Jeez, that is kind of odd. It's the Ravens night, son. I guess so. Didn't do my pick'em today. I don't want to jinx my team. That's fair. That is fair. Let's see. What else am I missing? What else? What else am I missing here? I guess I'm not missing much here. Packers need to step up and come alive. Again, they've only had 2 possessions. You really can't be upset with, scoring a touchdown every 2 drives is pretty good, but you got to get their defense needs to lock in. Stat pattern, I would agree with that because, I don't know, just based on what I've seen from the Cowboys, especially during the years of, I would say, 2019 to about 2023, definitely padded his stats in late. If they're down by 20 points, he's going to pull a comeback. They're going to lose anyway. Field at the 10, he's at the 15, 20, 25, brought down 27. That was a common theme. I watched it myself. Again, I was watching these Cowboys games, and you probably remember, oh, man, the Cowboys almost came back, man, if they only played like that in the first half. No, they really didn't play. They couldn't play like that in the first half because they just weren't good. And when the defenses would kind of give them soft coverage, that is when Dak would throw for 300-plus yards, get his touchdowns. But he doesn't really do that anymore. But essentially, that was Dak Prescott for 3 or 4 years. So, yeah, they had a lot of Dak MVP talk. I remember that all. And that was pretty crazy times as Willis rolls to his left, throws, caught at the 32, and pushed out of bounds at the 33. Nice catch there by Wicks. Wicks for 7. Wicks 7 there on the catch. 2nd and 3 coming up for the Packers. Super Bowl in Europe will be first. Oh, man. Ugh. I hope not. You would rather have Tomlin? Ooh, interesting. Interesting. 2nd and 3 here for Willis. He's in the shotgun. We got a receiver left, 2 receivers to the right. Sending a man in motion. As Willis. Oh, the snap. There's a fumble. There's a fumble, and it's recovered by Baltimore. Oh, my goodness. Willis wasn't ready for the ball. And Love looks on in disbelief. Oh, my goodness. And the Ravens will have it once again. Oh, my goodness. Willis trying to change the play. And it snaps him right in the face and moves his head back and everything. It's like he was spit on in Seinfeld, back into the left. Oh, my goodness. And the Ravens have the ball inside Packers territory. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You like Dak, but that was pretty accurate. Yep. That's crazy. All right, 1st and 10 at the 30. Huntley is under center, receiver to left. Tight ends in tight as Huntley. Hands it off. This is Henry. Henry at the 25 and brought down at the 21-yard line. Gain of 9. And again, the Ravens looking pretty good here. It's over, Rock. This guy. We haven't gotten that one here yet. Ravens looking real nice. Yeah, no, they may. They may. 2nd and 1 here at the 21 as Huntley sends a man in motion. He takes snap, hands it off up the middle. It's Henry crossing the 20, brought down at the 18-yard line. That is a first down. First down for the Ravens. Henry now over 100 yards, by the way, if you were wondering on that. Yeah, that is, again, 103 yards, 19 carries already. So they really took that to heart, I'm assuming, as Henry is on pace now for over 40 carries this game. Huntley in the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left as he sends a man in motion. Oh, there were 2 Ravens that just moved at the same time. No flag, though. Huntley is going to hand it off to Henry. Henry bottled up by Van Ness at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there. What is a stat pattern? Just someone that gets a lot of stats at the end of the game and when the game is out of reach there, Judy. Henry looks what he does. Back with you, Doc. Babysitter today and had to cook for the grandbabies. Gotcha, Richard. Well, Ravens looking pretty good here. That's what you've been missing. As it's 2nd and 10, Huntley in the gun. It's going to swing it out to Flowers. Flowers catches at the 20, cuts inside and brought down at the 16-yard line. As that is a gain of 1. And again, we're under 4:15 and counting. I mean, this game is moving pretty quickly. Again, this did not start on time. It started, I believe, at 8:12 Eastern time. We're at 9:07. So, I mean, man, this has been a quick one here as Baltimore has it 3rd and 9. They're at the 16. They need to get to the 7.5 for a brand new set of downs. As Huntley sends a man in motion, he drops back looking to his right. He throws it to the end zone. It is tipped and incomplete. Nixon on the coverage. Hopkins looking for a flag. Huntley looking for a flag. No flag is thrown. And the Ravens will most likely have to settle for 3. Read last comment. Of course, when we wanted the Packers to win, they're losing. Exactly. Oh, you're welcome. Read your hand, of course. Ravens win. Steelers will lose to set up next week's final in Pittsburgh. Probably. You should give out a This Guy award for most This Guys. Hashtag Trisk. Exactly, I should. This guy. And there's the snap, the hold, the kick. Almost blocked, but it's up. It's good. 20-7 is your score, Ravens. They're playing as their playoff hopes are on the line, and that is exactly the case. So good stuff for the Ravens, bad stuff for the Packers, bad stuff for the Steelers. As again, 20-7 is your score, 3:36 left to go in the first half. Let's see here. Exactly what the script writers want. Yep. 9:07. It's only, well, it's 8:08 for me. Yeah, 8:07. I'm Central Time. Let's see here. Pass interference. No, that was not pass interference. That was uncatchable. And Hopkins, again, had his hands on the defender. So, yeah, no, I can't say that. Do you think no chance for Miami versus Ohio? Oh, there's definitely a chance there. Yeah, for sure. This guy, Ben. All right, Ben, we're going to have to... Ben, it's been nice knowing you, but you'll have to come back as a burner account. So we'll catch you later, buddy. Let's see here. You got greedy. Got greedy, so it yoinked. I guess so, Doc. Yeah, I don't know. There's people that say show the game. Like, just dumb. Just dumb. Who got the ball first? The Ravens did. You're South Texas, 8 here. Yep. I am Southeast. Well, yeah, I guess East Texas there. So it's also 8. He's getting. Yeah, no, I got rid of him. He's gone. He's gone. Again, he'll have to come back as a burner account. Again, it's like, why? I wonder why no one else is showing the game. I don't know. It's always. I feel like it's always me. Like, right? Like, I feel like it's because I'm a small channel, so they come for me. But yeah, they won't go and hit up Tom Grossi for that, or Football Nation, or, just all these other guys. It's like, it's always me I feel like I have to deal with. It's crazy. But again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. 99% of you guys, I swear, are awesome. 99. I always say that number because it is accurate. 99% of you guys are awesome, so I appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is what I do. Again, I call games. So again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe. As if everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 4,000 subscribers. Just saying, would be pretty cool. So thank you again for tuning in. And of course, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. Chiefs will be scary next year once they fire Nagy, Matt Nagy. Yeah, it's Nagy, right? Get a real draft pick. I don't know. I'm sure they'll be fine. Can't read. Yeah, I know. Back, the Ravens are actually playing complete. Yeah, they are. Your Pitt University turned the ball over 5 times, lost by 6. That sounds about right. Got your back. Appreciate it. That's just how it goes. Fielded at the 2. He's at the 5, the 10, 15, 20, and brought down to 23. Kind of hesitated when bringing it out. It's like he wanted to fair catch it. I don't know what happened there. But, yeah, the Packers kind of need to get something going. Again, they find themselves down by 2 scores. And, again, 2 turnovers for the Packers. 1 turnover on downs. And then, of course, the last drive, a fumble. And there was clear miscommunication there with the center and the quarterback. That was just odd. Just very odd here. The bots are just raiding. Mario streaming 2, bro. No, yeah, for sure. I know. Again, it's just crazy. All these people show the game. Anyway, 1st and 10 at the 24. Willis drops back. He's looking. He throws to his right. It's caught across the 35. And Watson pushed out at the 37-yard line. That's just his 2nd catch of the day. But that is a Green Bay Packers 1st down. As again, they're looking to get it going. You fall? No, you're good, man. Look at all these bots. Oh, coach, I don't know. That's a good question. So 1st and 10 at the 37 as Willis is in the shotgun, and he drops back, play action. Willis steps up, moving to his left. Willis dumps it off, caught in the flat, and he cuts inside and gets a couple yards. I believe that is Reed with the catch and run, gain of 2. Nothing doing there. Breaking Bad or show, the Game of Thrones, and Sopranos. I've never watched any of those. I have. Yeah, I've never watched any of those. All right, 2nd and 8 coming up for the Packers. Willis going to be in the shotgun. Trips to the right. Tight end in tight. As Willis drops back, he's looking, moving to his right as Willis throws over the middle. It's caught at the 45. Dobbs turning the corner as he's at the 50 and pushed out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Big play there, and that is a first down for Green Bay. As for some reason, it is stopped over here, but it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, it's a first down for the Packers as they are driving, finally getting something going as they are across midfield. Oh, looks like there's a late flag. Face mask on the Ravens. And that is going to tack on 15 there. That was on Gilman, as the Packers will now be at the Baltimore 33. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, he had it. Is Dubes? I don't think so. I think it's Dobbs. So 1st and 10 for the Packers. And if it is, I'm going to stick with Dobbs. Just doesn't feel right to say the other one. It doesn't feel right. All right. So there you go. That is the 2-minute warning. Ravens leading 20-7 over the Packers. Packers, though, driving at the 33. Let's see, what am I missing here? So much for the pack. It's not over yet. Check out Dune, especially Frank Herbert novels. Yeah, I just don't really watch much stuff. I don't know. I just haven't really checked out a lot of things when it comes to movies or shows. I know it's going to sound terrible. I don't read as much anymore. I don't really read. I read sports articles, if that makes sense or not. But that is pretty much it. Scoring more than Texans and less fumbles. So actually, we did have a fumble earlier. Did have a fumble there. Yeah. Yep. But it's not over, though. Yeah, the Packers definitely are struggling, but they're kind of moving here. Again, their first drive, 2 plays, it was quick. And a touchdown. Then since then it's been rough, but here they're getting it going. Definitely getting it going. And again, tomorrow, folks, I'll be calling 3 games, of course. We'll be doing Steelers, Browns, Raiders, and the Giants right after that. I won't really have much of a break there. And then, of course, Sunday Night Football, we'll be doing, of course, the Bears and the 49ers. Hopefully see you guys there for a hopefully it's a good one. Let's see here. Audiobooks help, I guess. Doc, can you read? Yeah, I can read, believe it or not. If not, then I wouldn't be able to read your chat. Ravens 22-32 time possession. Yes, they have looked very good. They have just kept the ball the entire time. And to kind of show you what the Packers have had. There you go. Packers have only had the ball for 5:28. If you give them the 2 minutes, assuming they hold it until the last second, they'll be at 7:28. That is just domination. And yet, if you're a Packers fan, just think of this. Packers score a touchdown here. They could go into half just down a score. It is not over. It's not over. All right, so 1st and 10 for the Packers. They have it at the Baltimore 33. Willis going to be in the pistol. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. As Willis drops back, he's looking. He swings it out. It's caught at the 40, the 35, 30. And hit forward. Did he get the first down? I believe he did. That is a Packers first down. That is Chris Brooks on the catch and run for a gain of 11. First down for the Packers. They're at the Baltimore 22. So 1st and 10 at the 22. Willis in the shotgun. Trips to the left. 1 receiver to the right. As Willis hands it. Oh, keeps it on the RPO. Willis at the 20. The 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. Malik Willis gets himself another touchdown turkey. As it's now a 1-score game once again. 5 plays, 76 yards, 212. Taken off the clock there. And Willis, again, keeping it on the RPO, the wise choice. Hands it off to Brooks. Brooks maybe gets a yard, and he just made Humphrey look silly. Humphrey committed way too much horizontal there as McManus is on for the extra points. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 20-14 is your score. 1:24 left to go in the first half. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here. Do you think Mitchell will run 20 more yards? Maybe. I could see that happening. Terrible defense as always. Oh, man. They want to leave Illinois taxes. Yep. 200 Green Bay would score a touchdown on this drive, get the ball in half. They do, but again, the Ravens will have a chance here. The problem is, can they move the ball quickly down the field? And that's where, again, the limitations of Huntley, you'll see that. Love wouldn't have done that. Nope. Willis using his speed there for sure. So let's see here. Neither of these teams play defense. Nope, they have not. Can't wait to have him off the team. Humphrey's getting a little bit older. Humphrey was great, though, in his prime, man. I mean, I'm definitely a Marlon Humphrey fan. Back on this game. Yep, it is not over. I know the Packers haven't looked good, but Packers have only had the ball for 6 minutes, and they've scored 14 points. The Ravens scores 22 minutes, just pure domination, holding on to that ball. They have 20. So if the Packers are able to get the ball, I mean, hey, they can do something. Good grief, yep. Gonna have a lot of points here, I think. I think we're trending to a 30-something game. I could see that happening. Would be pretty fun. Would be pretty exciting. Humphrey is washed like a towel after a bull party. Yeah, that's a shame. Again, in his prime, very solid. Dexter pulling for the Packers. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in for this one. Put the emotes there. Again, the members can rep their teams. I remembered to switch out the emojis. Look at me go. I'm so good. But, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. And, of course, let me know who you think is going to win tonight, as 55% of this of you guys have the Packers winning, 45% with the Ravens. Does it really show the game? I'm just looking at my glasses here. Is that how I look? I guess it kind of does. I think you might be actually looking at the computer screen. That's interesting. Anyway, 1:24 left to go in the first half. As the Ravens, we'll see if they can move the ball quickly. That's something that haven't really seen them do. Again, they get a good 5-6 yards of play, but haven't really gotten a big play. 100 likes. Wow, that's pretty good. 100 likes for an NFL stream. That's not really common. As there is the kickoff. McManus sends it into the end zone, and that was not ideal. As again, you have to wonder what goes on with these kickers that kick into the end zone when you need to drain clock. It's happened way more than you'd think. The Ravens will have it at the 35. Turnover would be awesome here. Would be. Goku pulling for a field goal. What do you think about the Seahawks? I like our defense, but our offense is shaky. I think the Seahawks are good. I think the Seahawks are legit, man. If you're a Seattle fan, Legends, man, you should feel pretty good about your team. I wouldn't, again, go in with a level head. It is Sam Darnold, after all, as he needs to prove himself in the big time. But the team's pretty good. Talk about what I like. I watched a train over a truck last night. Okay, you like chaos. Cheeseheads need the cheesy, quick little pick six fumble recovery. Yeah, that would be ideal. 1st and 10 for Huntley and the Ravens as he's in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Huntley lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back. Play action. Huntley looking over the middle, dumps it off. It is dropped by Ali, incomplete. Ali with not so soft hands there. Makes it 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. Great comeback by great BYU comeback. Oh, wow. And the Niners, the Packers fans pulling for 49ers. But it's all for nothing if the Packers don't win tonight. 2nd and 10 as Huntley is going to take off up the middle at the 40, 45, 50. Cuts inside at the 45, diving to the 41-yard line. Huge play, and that is a first down for Baltimore as they're lined up ready to go. Oh, geez, that came out of nowhere. Huntley in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. Huntley lifts the leg, takes snap, drops back, looking over the middle. Dumps it off, caught by Ali, who's tripped up at the 35. Good tackle there by Quay Walker as the clock continues to run at 50 seconds and counting. You have to figure after this play they're going to take a timeout. There's no way they don't. They're letting the clock run, though. 40 seconds and counting. As Huntley drops back, he's going to take it up the gut. He's got the first out the 30. Bouncing outside the 25. Diving at the 22. We'll see what the flag is. If this is on Baltimore, oh, man, you got to feel for it. Or for him there. I could see a hold. We'll see what the flag is. Defense is not good. Always slide in and give my man a like. Appreciate you, man. Legal shift. Oh, my goodness. And again, you let all that clock tick down. I'm really surprised they didn't take a timeout there. Like, again, I figured they would take a timeout after that play, but Huntley took about 10, 12 seconds getting him lined up. That was just not it. Yeah, 3 timeouts, so the Ravens are trying to score. Those are decisions right there that, again, that's why Ravens fans are complaining. If you're a Steelers fan, don't you want the Packers to win? Oh, yeah, trust me, I know. I definitely want the Packers to win, but, again, I'm going to call this game 50-50 for the most part. Huntley in the shotgun as he sends a man in motion. 2 receivers to each side. Huntley lifts the leg. Takes snap, drops back. Huntley looking to his left, throws. It is caught by Likely at the 30. Brought down at the 29. That is a first down for the Ravens. And there's a flag. That's going to be a helmet-to-helmet hit, most likely. Most likely for Likely. Referees having a little chat. Defenseless receiver. Oh, man, the terminology is so terrible. Helmet to helmet, can't, again, Likely lowering his head. I mean, it's just so bad. That's just so bad. That's the NFL now. Unbelievable stuff. Going to give the Ravens 1st and 10 at the 14. Green Bay doesn't have a defense. They don't look like they showed up tonight. First and 10 at the 14 as Huntley is in the shotgun. He takes snap, drops back, looking, throws, caught at the 10. And Andrews fighting forward, diving to the 7-yard line. And that'll be the Ravens' first timeout with 19 seconds left to go in the first half. Delay a big-time Steelers fan. I would say so. What gave me away? What gave me away? Love your channel, bro. I've got to be honest with you. Through Super Bowl, although Super Bowl 40 was rigged. I was 8 or 9 years old. I don't remember that, but I know that's what everyone says. I don't know what to tell you. I would just say next time be on the right side of the NFL. I don't know. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I have no reaction to that because I watched it when I was 8 or 9. I can't remember how old I would have been. Probably 9 years old. Yeah. Yeah, that's tough, though. Hey, you guys have been better, though, essentially since 2010. So you have that on us. 2nd and 2 at the 6 as he tosses to Mitchell. Mitchell cuts inside the 5, brought down at the 2. And the Ravens will take their second timeout with 14 seconds left to go in the first half. This game has really slowed down. It was moving really fast. And all these stoppages have really slowed down the game, but the Ravens are knocking on the door. As LaFleur looks up, he can't believe it. He can't believe what's happening. Green Bay is falling off. Yep. What's the defender supposed to do? I don't know. wrap him up and make sure a pillow hits his head, or his head hits the pillow. Could Ronnie not play in today's NFL? He could not. He would be suspended. Let's see here. Defense has to be tired. Yeah, honestly, it's a good point. Yeah, the defense has already been out there for over 23 minutes in the first half. It's unbelievable. Huntley in the shotgun. He tosses it to Henry down the right side, and he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. And once again, the touchdown turkey loves touchdowns. 26-14 is your score, and the Ravens just look unstoppable. I mean, it is unbelievable. 7 plays, 65 yards. Jeez. Join the game. That's great stuff. Trisk pulling for the Ravens. Wait a minute. The NFL most of the time is wrong of late. Yep. Was listening to you. Thank you for providing play-by-play. Hey, you're welcome. Appreciate it. Call you Cha. For you check. As there is the extra point. It is up. It is good. 27-14. Ravens again leading over the Packers as... Jeez, I can't believe it. I mean, again, as a Steeler fan, obviously pretty disappointed in what's happening before my very eyes. But, I mean, Henry, of course, with 106 yards on 21 carries. Huntley through the air. Again, not throwing the ball down the field. As, I mean, what is that? That's, 7 yards completion? That's not good at all. But he's completing 12 for 15. So he's moving the ball. Moving the ball. Again, if you're not throwing it down the field, if you're completing at a high rate, that'll work. Jeez, oh my goodness. Ravens putting on the clinic. They are. To the AFL? Yeah, I guess so. That is before my time, but yeah, it's pretty ridiculous now. Ravens running back of all time. That's a take. That's a take right there. You've had some good ones. I mean, Jamal Lewis really the one that comes to mind. Derrick Henry is generally carrying my team. Yeah, 3 touchdowns. Knocking the starting quarterback out used to be good defense. Yeah, right? That used to be good defense. Henry might get 5 touchdowns. He may. He might get 6. Yep. As a champion there saying, go Bears. Yeah, he loves what's happening here in Lambeau. Field at the 5, the 10, 15, 20. And he is whacked at the 25-yard line. The Packers will have it with just 5 seconds left in the first half. You have to imagine they'll take a knee. This is not good. Cheesehead's laying some eggs. Packers can come back. Oh, yeah, for sure. They can. Will they, though, is the question. I'm sure Tom Grossi not having a good time. Does the Pack necessarily have to win this game, Doc? No, they do not, Richard. As Willis going to go ahead and take a knee. But if they want to win the division, again, they'd have to win out and the Bears lose out. And that is how the Packers could win the division, host a playoff game. But right now, not looking like it's going to happen. Not looking like it's going to happen. This could be the best thing to happen to Green Bay to lose this game. I guess so. You'd be on the road, though, unless you're thinking long term. Virginia and Mizzou going at it big time. Oh, wow. There's a whole second half to play, but not looking good for the Packers. Exactly. Still plenty of time, but yeah, just not looking good if you are a Packers fan. Let me see what's happening there. Virginia, Missouri. Oh, wow. Look at that. North Dakota. Oh, my goodness. Not North Dakota. Look at that game. North Texas and San Diego State, 49-40. Wow, that must have been the game right there. Virginia 10, Missouri 7, LSU 7, Houston nothing. BYU over Georgia Tech 25-21, East Carolina 23, Pittsburgh 17, Penn State 22, Clemson 10, Army blowing out UConn 41-16, and Fresno State 18, Miami of Ohio 3. So that's what's happened across the college football world. They will lose to the Vikings too. They may. The refs hold the game winner They used to run plays that plowed over certain refs. Yeah, no, they did. What does it mean for the Steelers if the Ravens win or lose this game? If they win, the Steelers haven't clinched the division. If the Ravens lose, then the Steelers clinch. But the Steelers, again, can clinch tomorrow if they win against Cleveland. Touchdown UVA. Wow, 19 play, 10-minute drive. Jeez. You doing the FCS Championship January 5th? Depends on what day of the week that is. It really depends. Our family loves the touchdown turkey. I'm glad. Yeah, touchdown turkey is a fan favorite. It really is. Yeah, it just depends on what day that would be. Pardon me. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I guess I can look here. January 5th, you said. That's a Monday. I probably could. Yeah, shoot. Because there's no Monday night game. And college doesn't have anything happening during... Yeah, no, I'll call it for sure, dude. Yeah, heck yeah. We'll call that. That'll be fun. San Diego State was down by 20 for some time. Oh, wow. Yeah, for sure, dude. I'll call that. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. Obviously, calling this game here, 27-14 Ravens leading over the Packers. And, of course, let me know who you think's going to win tonight. Right now, of course, the Ravens are leading 27-14, but the Packers leading in the poll still with 53% of the vote. And, of course, again, if you do like what you're listening to, subscribe to the channel. If everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 4,000 subscribers. Pretty cool stuff. Thank you again for letting me call the game. As, again, I know there's a lot of other people you could be listening to right now. So thank you again for your support. Definitely helps a lot. Ravens got this game. Yeah, they are looking like they may. I mean, again, they're on pace for 54 points. I mean, it is just, it's unbelievable what's happening here. 58.5, I would put, yeah, for sure. They're at 41 now. So, again, the total yards here for Baltimore, 258. Packers at 155. Turnovers, of course, again, the Packers with the fumble. First downs, 20 first downs. I mean, that's good for a game, but the Ravens have it for a half. 20 first downs, Packers with 7. Penalties, 4 penalties for the Ravens, 3 penalties for the Packers. 4 for 6 on third down for the Ravens, 0 for 1 for the Packers. Packers 0 for 1 on fourth down. Again, a turnover on downs. Red zone, the Ravens have punched in 3 times. The 5 times they've been in the red zone. And again, time of possession, 23-46 to 6-14. That is just unbelievable. All you have to do is beat up the Browns. It's looking pretty good. I don't know. Again, the Steelers haven't beaten Cleveland in Cleveland since Ben Roethlisberger retired. So that is why I am very much hesitant to say that. Shaving your head bald. Oh, nice. Walking to the bar to say, make me look like Bruce Willis. There we go. Not NFL related, but does anyone know if MLB has their own version of Sunday Ticket? Yes, they do. It is called MLB TV. Tiffany, I actually used it to call my games last year. Now, I will say this. If you have a local market, you cannot watch that team. I know it's stupid. It really is stupid. So what does that mean? Well, if an example, I live in Texas, so whenever the Pirates, I of course called a lot of Pirates games last year, whenever the Pirates played the Rangers or the Astros, I could not cover that game. I could not watch the game. I could only listen to it on audio. So I didn't cover any Pirates versus Astros, covered any Pirates versus Rangers. Actually, I did cover one Pirates-Rangers game, but that was because it was on national TV. So pretty much if you live close to your team, yeah, you probably won't be able to watch or, watch that game. You can listen to it, but you can't watch it. Ravens, Packers, many guys in the clinic. Hope Steelers win the division. Me too. You're telling me to pick the Browns in that game. That's what I'm thinking. Big Ben or Aaron Rodgers, who's better? A lot of people will say Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to say Ben because I'm not really going to argue, actually. I don't want to argue. But I can make a YouTube video on that for sure. But I'm going to take Ben. Canceling all sports packages after this year. This is pure scripted. Yeah, it's getting pretty bad out there. Good evening. How's it going, Jim? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you for tuning in. Ben, for sure. That's what I'm thinking. But I know a lot of people will say Rodgers. And Rodgers, again, is great. But I mean, again, I just think a certain Steelers quarterback has been disrespected and underrated for his pretty much entire career. And the same thing with the 70s quarterback there, Terry Bradshaw. Brad's going to throw their bodies recklessly at the Steelers if they aren't careful. Yeah, they probably will. They're going to do everything they can to win tomorrow, I'm sure. So, Ravens or Packers? Right now, the Ravens looking good. Thanks, Doc. I'm a Detroit Tigers fan, currently North Carolina. Well, then you should be fine. I don't think there's any... There's no team in either Carolina. The local team for you would probably either be Washington, D.C. or Atlanta. So, yeah, you're probably fine. I would say you're fine, Tiffany. I would just look it up just to make sure, but, yeah, you'd probably be fine. Will they trade Lamar? I don't think so. Not the NFL. I have VPN, the Steelers game on SNR because of NFL regulations. Oh, wow. Terry Bradshaw better? He was pretty good. I wouldn't say he's better than Ben, though. Terry Bradshaw was tough. Yes, he was. But yeah, it's scripted. Joe Montana has the rings. He does. But Tom Brady, unfortunately, has more. So if we're going out for GOATs, then yeah, sadly, it'd be Tom Brady. Sadly. Not a Tom Brady guy, as you can probably tell. Steelers fan and all. He beat the Steelers many times in my childhood. Very, very sad. Very, very sad indeed. So anyway, appreciate you guys again for tuning in. We're just kind of waiting for halftime at this moment. Let me go ahead and check out some things here. So hold on a sec. I'm going to hide the screen. Give me a sec as I check some things out. So yeah, but oh wow, Tom Grossi has 13,000 people watching. Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, of course the Packers are losing, so I feel like people are going to want to see his reaction there. It's not looking ideal for him. Just looking at the other streams. I'm sure there's other streams that I'm not familiar with. Do you remember Conrad Dobler? I have no idea who that is. Or Dobler. I'm not familiar with him, no. Who's better quarterback, Mike Vick or Matt Ryan? I mean, all time, you really have to say Matt Ryan. But me personally, I would probably pick Michael Vick. I probably would. Again, Matt Ryan had a really good year. I can't remember if he got an MVP that year or not. But, I mean, he was always, to me, he was never in that elite. He was never in that elite status. He was like a B-plus quarterback. But, I don't know. I mean, I would prefer to have Michael Vick, though. I'm in DC, and I recommend you hang out with the Panthers, Tiffany. Our commies are in a really bad way. Yeah, they're not looking good. Interceptions for UVA. Wow, nice. Nice. We'll see what Virginia can do here. Number 1 seed probability. That's what's happening there on my screen. The Seahawks with the 42% chance to win the number 1 seed. The 49ers with a 34% chance. Then it's the Bears with a 13% chance. And the Rams are at 11. So the Rams, I guess, are counting on the NFC, or pretty much Seahawks, 49ers, Bears to all beat up each other. Wow, that would be very interesting. I don't know if that happens, though. Let's see here. It's going nuts. The Biter, play with the Cardinals. Oh, really? Ryan won games. Vic sold tickets. I mean, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I don't really know if Vic had... I mean, Vic had Julio... You know, I mean, they really gave Matt Ryan a lot of. They gave Matt Ryan a lot of weapons. I mean, he had Julio, he had Roddy White. They gave him Tony Gonzalez at the end of his career. I mean, I don't know. He just always seemed to, in big moments, it always felt like he was choking. That's kind of my thing with Ryan. And Vic, I don't know. It kind of he came back to the NFL after, of course, his suspension. Looked really good with Philly. I mean, he looked really good with Philly. Matt went to the Super Bowl. Yeah, he did. He did. You miss Bill Cowher? I miss him too. I'm a one-woman team and have loved the Lions since birth. There we go. Blackhawks are on a 6-game losing streak. Hey, the Penguins were on like a 7. They were on a 7-game losing streak. I don't know why it automatically hides messages. I don't get to all of them, apparently. Brady was a thorn in our side for a long time. Do you think the way the man has played in New England that might be another Tom? Another thorn? Yeah, I hope not. I hope not. Mike Vick made the Falcons must-see TV for the first time ever. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, he was definitely exciting. Not the best passer, but, I mean, better than people would give him credit for. He had a cannon of an arm. Yeah, he had a cannon of an arm. And again, he could make plays with the feet. And the thing about him, obviously, he would probably be a Hall of Famer right now if he played in today's NFL. But he really didn't run. I mean, he ran a lot, but he didn't run just because. He ran when he had to. He really did try to throw first. And I don't know, that's definitely a credit to him. I know you earlier said you gutted it out during their 0-16 season. Your loyalty is solid as diamond. Yep. You miss real football. Me too. Me too. I miss when the Steelers could hit players and not be a penalty. But now it seems like the Steelers are flagged for every little thing. All right, Ravens going to be kicking it off to Green Bay as we're getting it started back in Lambeau. Again, Baltimore just looking very good in the first half. Field at the 5, the 10, 15, 20, 25, and brought down at the 26-yard line. That is where the Packers will begin their drive. Bo Melton on the return. So we'll see what Willis can do here. Malik Willis, again, 8 for 8, 133. Perfect passing. But, I don't know. We'll see what they can do here. Levitated one time. Literally levitated. I don't know. I didn't see that one. Didn't see that one. So 1st and 10 for Green Bay as Willis is in the shotgun. Trips the right. Tight ends in tight. Sending a man in motion as Willis takes snap and hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs cutting inside and brought down after a gain of a yard. Brought down at the 27-yard line. Again, Willis is get to lead this team to some points. Watch the game in the 70s. Oh, yeah. Yep. It's football. It's going to be bad. That's something I don't think they realize. It's football. It's a contact sport. 2nd and 9 at the 27. Willis in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. As Willis takes snap, drops back. He's looking. Moving to his left is Willis. Willis is trying to escape but can't. He's sacked. Oh, my goodness. Holding the ball forever. And that Packer fan not happy. That is a loss of 9. Travis Jones getting to him in the backfield. At least the Packers won't finish 9-8. Yep. That tie. That tie is that is not ideal. Yeah, you beat the Cowboys, you can actually afford to lose this game. But that is not the case. 3rd and 18. They're at their own 18. As Willis drops back, moving to his right. Willis looking down the field, throws it down the right side. Caught at the 45. And Reed is tackled at the 47-yard line. Gain of 30 yards. And that is a Green Bay Packer first down. He's wide open. I don't know how he broke open that free. I mean, that's just... Yeah, I mean, what the heck? Wide open. First down for the Packers. Turf sandwich. Well, not on that one. So 1st and 10 for the Packers. They're at the 48. Willis going to be in the shotgun. Trips the right. One receiver to the left. As he sends a man in motion. That is Golden. As Willis play action. Drops back looking. Pump fakes. Moving to his left. Stepping up. Spinning around, throws, caught at the 30. Watson at the 25, pushed out at the 21-yard line, gain of 31. And that is a Green Bay Packer first down. Looking like it was going to be doom and gloom at the start of this drive. Again, a sack, making it 3rd and 18, but Willis finding the open man on the previous play and finding Watson there for a huge play. 1st and 10 coming up. Again, they are at the 21-yard line as well as swings it out. It is caught by Reed. Cuts inside the 20. And that's where he's wrapped up after a gain of a yard. Let's see here. Never saw Vic levitate. What's the most incredible play you've ever seen? Oh, I don't know. That's a great question. I have to think about that. There's a lot of football. I'm sure I've forgotten a bunch of stuff as Willis drops back, looking, checks it down. Oh, he dropped it! Brooks was open in the flat. Would have had at least a 5-yard gain there, but they'll just have to think about what could have been, as it's going to be 3rd and 9. That's the first incompletion of the night. Immaculate reception. You know that was incomplete. Well, you know you're wrong. That was a reception. If it was an incompletion, it would have said the immaculate incompletion or something like that. 3rd and 9. They need to get to the 11 for a brand new set of downs. Willis in the shotgun. As Willis drops back in, he's going to take off and run, spinning forward, staying on his feet at the 15, spinning forward, breaking tackles at the 10, brought down at the 8. Malik Willis. Wow, that was pretty cool. First down for the Packers. Oh, my goodness. That was very incredible there. Again, he broke out of a sack, stumbling forward, stayed on his feet, spinning around, breaking tackles, as Humphrey couldn't bring him down. First down for the Packers, I imagine. There's a timeout because there is nothing happening on the field now. You got to catch that. Yep. Start crashing out. Don't do it yet. There is an injured Packer. No, there's an injured Raven, Marlon Humphrey. John Elway rushing touchdown. Let's see here. This team, this guy. Can I make that tackle? That's what I'm talking about. Do they teach tackling anymore? They probably don't. So much bad tackling in the NFL they are. 45 yards down the field. I'm sorry, man. The Giants receiver behind the helmet catch. Yeah, that was pretty cool. As a Steeler, I don't know. I guess I would do this. The bend throw to Santonio Holmes. Triple coverage, putting it only where Santonio could have it. Oh, man, that's a great play. I don't know if that's one of the best plays I've seen. Yeah, again, there's so many plays. I mean, I've watched, not to brag, but I really have watched a lot of football in my life. I've probably forgotten more games than I can remember. I don't know. But yeah, there's just so many incredible plays. No injuries. There is an injury. Yeah, Marlon Humphrey was injured there. Backups are probably better. This guy, go. It's okay. It's okay, man. It'll be okay. Oh, my gosh. Again, we are in injury timeout. So, again, thank you guys for hanging out as we're just waiting to get back in action. Again, the Ravens leading 27-14. The Packers, though, not done yet. Malik Willis. He's looking really good to start the second half. Had a pretty good first half. The second half, very impressive. And I'm telling you, I saw it in the chat earlier. Someone said that he will get paid this offseason. Yeah, he probably will. He'll probably find a new contract because, I don't know if he's a free agent actually, but, very impressive. You can definitely do a lot worse. I'm very impressed with him. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think I'd be upset if the Steelers gave him a shot. Let's see here what happened with Humphrey, and looks like Humphrey, was stepped on. Oh, my goodness. Oh, a cleat landing on Humphrey's hand. Oh, my gosh. That's 250 pounds landing on Humphrey's left hand, and it's very spiky and pointing. Is Josh Jacobs playing? He is playing, but he's not getting the ball a lot. First and goal here. Willis going to hand it to Jacobs up the middle, and he's not going to get much. Brought down at the line of scrimmage. Best play ever might be the James Harrison. Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too. Yeah, the pick 6 in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady getting crushed and jumping up, talking smack was awesome. I don't know if that's awesome. Is Love not playing because of the concussion still? Yes, concussion. Where's Josh Jacobs? Yeah, I don't know. Willis is leading in the rushing department. Second and goal. Willis in the gun at the 7. As he takes snap, drops back, looking to his left, swings it out. It's caught by Jacobs, and he slips at the 10, gets up, and is brought down at the line of scrimmage. So they're trying to get Jacobs involved here, but it's led to 0 yards. And it'll be third and goal for the Packers. Willis reminds you of Elway. Oh, wow, that's high praise there for Malik Willis. James Harrison, solid pick. Yeah, that was a great play. I remember John Madden saying in the Super Bowl that, like, even if he did step out, you still give him the touchdown because he ran that far. Because he's probably tired. That was John Madden's last game he ever called. Third and goal at the 7. As Willis in the shotgun. As Willis drops back, he's looking. Moving to his left is Willis. Willis is going to get tackled at the 6. Willis trying to make a play with his feet. This time the Ravens were there. It'll be fourth and goal at the 6. We'll see what they do here. That hurt. Oh, yeah, it did. It did. So Willis again trying to move with his feet, trying to find somebody, and then there was just no one there. So fourth and goal as the Packers will trot on the field goal unit. This is McManus. 24-yard attempt from the left hash. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 27-14 is your score with 9:10 left to go in the third quarter. SNL did a skit on the Harrison. Yes, they did. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. I forgot what it was. I'll never forget it. Jesus came down. He said, "Are you ready to go?" And then I'll never forget what I said. I said yes. That was pretty good. That was great. There's more to that. I butchered all that delivery there, but yeah, no, that was great. That was fun. Yep. Now the Steelers just get made fun of in general. They don't get to have SNL skits. Surprised we can tackle him. This guy, Brady was tough for me. Cheered him when he was at Michigan, then the Patriots. Yeah, I just, you stopped me there at the Patriots. That's pretty much it. Santonio Holmes' catch and Big Ben throw was one of the clutchest catches and throws ever in Super Bowl. Exactly, yeah, no, for sure. I can't believe Ben wasn't Super Bowl MVP. That is ridiculous. You needed 6. Yeah, you did, but again, if the Packers defense finally shows up, and then, at least you'll know you can stop the Ravens, and then from there, you go from there. It was Saturday when SNL was mentioned. Yeah, live from New York. It's Saturday. I don't watch that really, but they do have some funny skits every now and then. They will. John Madden, king of announcing football games. He was pretty good. Pretty good. Defense will play better without Martin. This guy didn't cheer the Patriots on. Yeah, for sure. I got tired of the Patriots. Everyone did. Troy Polamalu once grabbed a dude trying to stiff arm and did a somersault and tackled him. Couldn't believe it. Yeah, no, and Polamalu was great. Yeah, the Steelers were filled with so many great players in the 2000s, man. If they would have beaten the Packers in that Super Bowl, they would have been considered a dynasty. They would have been the dynasty in between the Patriots dynasties. And unfortunately, because of that Super Bowl loss, they're not going to be considered one. That's a shame. But yeah, that was great. They went to 3, though. I mean, that's That's pretty cool. When the Patriots were in the peak of their powers, the Steelers were right there. Just obviously there's levels to that. Need a touchdown, but a field goal is always nice. Yep, even rooted for the Giants twice a year. Yep. Yep, not a year, but yeah, you know, yeah, pulled for the Giants twice in those games, and that's what I did. Field at the 5 is at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and is going to be still moving his feet, actually, and he goes down at the 33-yard line. What a return there, not giving up. That is Wester on the return, kind of looking like Hester there. I'm confused about Pat on SNL. I guess I'm not following. So they're showing off here. Derrick Henry, again, he's had over 100 yards already. 21 carries, 106 yards. I mean, unbelievable stuff. I mean, that is just insane. As it's going to be 1st and 10 for Huntley. And the Ravens are at the 34. As Huntley takes snap, it's a toss here to Henry. Henry down the left side is bottled up at the line of scrimmage. So a good play there by the Packers, making it 2nd and 10. And there's an injured Packer down on the field. Looks like that is a corner. So another injury timeout. A lot of injuries here tonight. Looks like they will step away. Again, Ravens leading 27-17. Anyone see the first images of Nicolas Cage? Yes, I did. It looks pretty good, honestly. And who was it? Christian Bale as Al Davis. Yeah, pretty good. Why is Jordan Love always out? He's out because of concussion. What do you think about Super Bowl 50 and Cam not jumping on that fumble? Rigged or just business move? You got to jump on that ball no matter what, right? Good. Yeah, no, for sure. Business move, 100%. Business move, 100%. Which, I mean, it could have been rigged. I don't know. I mean, the Broncos, of course, making the Super Bowl with Peyton Manning retiring. I mean, that was a lot of stuff happened there during that run. Henry's a legend. No injuries. Yep. Just what we need. More injuries. Exactly. Too many injuries in this one already. But, yep, the Steelers actually had the Broncos on the ropes in the divisional round. I remember that. That was really frustrating. Fitzgerald-Toussaint fumble in the 4th quarter. Again, the Steelers didn't have AB. They didn't have Le'Veon Bell that game. They didn't have DeAngelo Williams. He was out. So the Steelers had a 3rd-string running back and no wide receiver 1. And they were giving the Broncos all they could. Ben threw for over 300 yards. The Steelers actually beaten the Broncos that year, too, in the regular season. But, yeah, unfortunate stuff. I remember one play, Manning was dropping back to pass. It was a pivotal moment in the game, too. Dropping back, he slips, and because he slipped, it would have been a sack if he had not slipped, but he slips untouched, getting up, throws it wide open down the field, and it extends the drive. The Broncos, I believe, end up scoring. And that was pretty much all she wrote. 23-16 final score. Tommy DeVito could beat... I don't think so. No. No, Tyler Huntley is good. A lot of boo-boos, yep. It's Pat character. All responses given, you couldn't tell. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't know. Can tell if he or she or female. Yeah, I have no idea. He got paid. That was a business move. Yeah. Looks like there's a cart out. Oh, man. Apparently, it's a gruesome injury. I didn't know. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, man. So, who is this? I can't quite tell. This is Hayden. A gruesome injury. An air cast on his leg. Oh, my goodness, man. And they're not showing it, so you know it's pretty terrible. They won't hesitate to show it. Even if it's snapping and... Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that's terrible. Hopefully he's okay. Pittsburgh going to lose first-round playoff game. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, I guess. Do you remember the Tuck Rule game, Dr. Lay? Legendary pass, Laura Evanterry kicked a 45. I know, I mean, I didn't watch it, but I know about it. I know about it. I've seen the footage over and over and over again. Whenever they talk about the Patriots in the early 2000s or the Raiders. Yeah, and he is crying. Yeah, I mean, again, air cast. Hopefully he's going to be okay. He comes back stronger than ever. But that is tough. Broken leg. It looks like. Left leg there. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure you could probably find the video on social media, but they didn't show anything here, so it must have been pretty bad. As Huntley's in the shotgun, and he hands it off. This is Henry cutting inside the 20 or 35, brought down at the 39-yard line, as that is a gain of 4, making it 3rd and 5 for the Ravens. Big play on 4th down. The quarterback Pooch punts it. We down at the 1. Oh, wow. 3rd and 5 for Huntley and the Ravens. They need to get to the 44 for a brand new set of downs, as Huntley lifts the leg and is going to change the play. And actually, there's a flag, so he won't do nothing. Honestly, I don't think Terry Bradshaw's underrated at all. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. It was a different game back in the 70s. 12 men on the defense. Wow, that's going to be an automatic first down for the Ravens. So what I mean by underrated is that most of the people nowadays, the youngsters, people my age, maybe even a little bit older, just say that he was carried by defense and that his stats were terrible. So that's essentially why I say he's underrated. Pat was called it because you don't know if the character was a man or female. Okay, I have to look at it for sure. Hold on. Wait a second. So they were going to do the... Hold on. What the heck happened? So they said too many men on the field, but then the replay assist took it away, and Matt LaFleur, of course, was pretty angry about it. I would, too. They were about to give the Ravens a first down. What the heck? Well, 3rd and 5 at the 39. Huntley in the shotgun. Huntley lifts the leg, takes snap, drops back, looking to his right, throws over the middle. It is caught at the 44, brought down at the 45. That is a Ravens first down, gain of 6. First down for the Ravens. Whose leg? That was Haddon. It was a fumble, but they robbed the Raiders. Yeah, I know, for sure. I know. Oh, yeah, I know. If that play doesn't happen, I mean, you never know what could happen. I mean, with the Patriots. Bradshaw was a good game manager from what I remember. Well, I mean, I get that part. I mean, obviously he had a good defense, so you're not going to throw the ball a lot. As it's 1st and 10 to 45, hands it off. This is Henry. Henry is not going to get much bottled up after a yard. But my argument for Bradshaw is that he always came through in the 4th quarter. I mean, those Super Bowls were all close, and he always threw a touchdown pass in the 4th quarter of every game. And those games were at the moment either one score or they were down. He came in the clutch when he needed him most. Played so good that we had Brady kick a punt on 3rd down and give the Broncos. Actually, yeah, I remember seeing that clip the other day, actually. Punting on 3rd down. 2nd and 9, Huntley in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. As he sends Flowers in motion. Huntley hands it off to Henry. Henry is bottled up in the backfield. That's a loss of 5. Huge loss there. Going to make it 3rd and 14 for Baltimore. Bradshaw, best quarterback play for the Steelers. Again, that's where I draw the line. Bradshaw was great, but Ben was better. Ben was better. Refs call the games. They were trying to. That was very wild. 12 men on the field. Again, there was only 11. They showed the replay. It was really weird. So the referee can't count. 3rd and 14 as Huntley is in the shotgun. Lambeau is loud. Loud Lambeau. Huntley drops back, looking, checks it down, caught at the 44, and he is pushed out of bounds. And the Packers defense gets a stop. Oh, my goodness. You got to throw a parade as the Ravens will punt. Bradshaw legend. He is, for sure. Late to the party, but hopefully fantasy football, it's 4th quarter. Jacobs, yeah, party, yeah, for sure. They have not used Jacobs much. He has struggled to get it going. Montana, Brady, Peyton Manning were the best field marshals ever. I would agree with that. For sure. So Stout is back to punt, and there is the punt, and it is away. And fair catch signal made at the 15, and that's where the Packers will begin their next drive with 5:01 left to go in the third quarter. Again, 27-17 is your score in Lambeau. Not saying Bradshaw was bad at all. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, he was good. Stopped him finally, I know, right? Lord have mercy. Overtime in this one, I can see it go to overtime. We'll see. See what the Packers do on this one. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. And, of course, let me know who you think is going to win tonight. Right now, 51% of you guys with the Ravens, 49% with the Steelers. Or Packers. Steelers, Packers, same thing essentially tonight. Packers really the Steelers of the AFC, honestly. Again, historically, that's how I see the Packers. Steelers, NFC. But yeah, and again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. As if everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 4,000 subscribers. So, again, thank you very much for your support. Thank you again for tuning in. And hopefully you're enjoying this game. Bradshaw won 4 Super Bowls. No other Steelers quarterback comes close. I think 2 is pretty close. Again, he went to a third. I don't know. I don't think Super Bowl wins are the end-all, be-all for quarterback play. Bradshaw always found a way to win. Well, same thing with Ben. Ben, again, second all-time in fourth quarter comebacks. So, yeah, they always say, oh, well, he had a great defense, but Ben most of the time was taking the lead in the fourth quarter because sometimes that defense fell apart, and it did, actually, more than you'd think. This game's been entertaining. It's been pretty good. Manning's Audibles, Omaha, yeah, for sure it's good. How can you watch it for free? I tried, actually. I tried to get a free subscription for Peacock, and there's nothing happening, or trying to find a free trial. So, no, unfortunately, there's not really a way that I can recommend Blue. But I was looking, trust me, I was looking for about like 30 minutes yesterday. Like, dude, I don't want to pay for a subscription. Can I get a free trial? Can I get something like that? There's nothing. Nothing. Steeler Nation in the house, you know it. Appreciate you, Benji. Saying you don't think Super Bowl wins are the end-all be-all is crazy. Okay, timeout. Whoa. I'll get to you in a second there, buddy. 1st and 10 at the 14. In the shotgun is Willis. As he takes that play action, drops back. He steps up, moving to his left. Willis keeping his eyes downfield, going to run at the 15, sliding at the 19-yard line. Gain of 5, but there is a flag. All right. Okay, let me crack the neck here. So I guess Yin Yang over here is a big Trent Dilfer fan. Is that what you're telling me? We just had a conversation about it earlier. Yin Yang is a Trent Dilfer fan confirmed. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? I get that's what you play for. But when it comes to quarterback play, yes, Super Bowls are a big part of it. Big part of it. But you also kind of know. You kind of can just watch them and just kind of feel that they're better than certain quarterbacks. Even if they haven't won to a Super Bowl, they might be better than other quarterbacks that have played in the Super Bowl. Big reason why they are good, yes, as Willis throws, caught across the 10. Oh, he drops it out of the hands of Watson, incomplete. But no, Ben would dominate in the 70s. Ben was a big guy. I mean, if Ben were the quarterback in the 70s, I'm telling you, that is 6-time Super Bowl champion Ben Roethlisberger in the 70s for sure. Bradshaw was the NFL MVP in 78. Yeah, he was great. Again, Bradshaw was great for sure. But again, I would pick Ben over Bradshaw every day of the week and twice on Sunday. 2nd and 17 as Wills throws. It's going to be caught at the 18, stepping out at the 19. And 3rd down coming up for the Packers. Head of the ground, Franco trapped it. This guy. Trent Dilfer as a fan, and it is Yin Yang. Yin Yang is the Trent Dilfer fan. Yin Yang thinks Trent Dilfer is better than Josh Allen. He's better than Joe Burrow. I mean, better than Rich Gannon. Rich Gannon didn't win a Super Bowl. It's better than Mark Brunell, Steve McNair. And those are Yin Yang's words here. 3rd and 5 here. We're at the 24. Willis in the gun. There's a lot of movement. Willis is running for his life, and he's going to throw it away. If that is offsides, why did they whistle it dead? He was running. He was a free runner to the quarterback. There is a flag. Peacock, 1099, yeah. Offsides. Defense on the Ravens. That is going to be an automatic first down. Compare the eras. Ben wouldn't have lasted 3 games? Really? Are you sure about that? Ben is one of the toughest guys in NFL history, man. He could shrug off defenders like nobody's business. Obviously, again, I totally acknowledge that obviously Bradshaw's he broke his neck almost. I don't even think that happened so to Ben. I mean, Ben, of course, much bigger, hence the nickname Big Ben. 1st and 10 at the 24. Willis, play action, drops back. He steps up, throws down the left side. Sliding catch, caught at the 45, pushed out of bounds. Immediately, he will have the first down. You still have to have internet, and that is expensive. Exactly. It is ridiculous. Ridiculous here. One Super Bowl isn't anything. That's why I don't think Aaron Rodgers is the same. Great, same as Hurts. Well, again, when it comes down to all that, Super Bowls, you just know. Yeah, Rodgers clearly better than Hurts, obviously. Rodgers clearly better than Dilfer. And I think, again, I believe that Ben's 2 carry a lot of weight as well as Bradshaw's 4. I think Ben's a little bit better as that's going to be thrown down the left sideline. That's going to be incomplete to Golden. 2nd and 10 coming up. Be locked in for one game. Just go to local bar next time. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm trying to scroll this slowly here. I don't want to miss this. Get pile driver to the grain. Yep. That hit would have ended Ben's career. I don't know. I don't know why you think Ben was all of a sudden softer because he played today when Ben, again, has come back from multiple injuries. Ben was not soft. That's crazy to me. 2nd and 10 at the 47. Willis in the shotgun. He drops back looking over the middle. Willis steps up, throws, caught at the 46. Oh, he's hammered immediately, but a nice snare as that it's going to be a gain of 8. 3rd and 2 coming up. Let's see here. Again, it keeps resetting, so I do apologize if I missed some comments here. Ben, very underrated. Yes, for sure. 3rd and 2 at the 45. They need to get to the 43. As Willis in the shotgun drops back looking. Pump fakes. Floats it down the right side. It is caught at the 15. Brought down at the 11. Bo Melton with his first grab of the day. And that is a Green Bay Packer first down. Slant and go. Sluggo. Working there on the Ravens. Packers are driving. They're inside the Ravens red zone. You take Ben over Mahomes? I don't know if I can do that. I'd love to. But anyway, Willis, play action, rolling to his right. He's going to run at the 10, the 5. Did he score? Touchdown! Oh, he just kept going. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. Malik Willis. Have a day, man. That's 3 touchdowns for him today. The touchdown turkey, of course, loving it. Steelers fans loving it. Packer fans loving it. Malik Willis putting the Packers on his back. Unbelievable performance. It's great. Jeez, Ben was better. Yeah, you could argue that. He come back in and he played, I don't know, he was even more aggressive, which sometimes did not work out well as he's going to kick the extra point. It is up. It is good. 27-24 Ravens. Of course, they were up at halftime, 27-14. It's 27-24. This game is going to be very interesting. You don't think Ed Tudor-Jones couldn't pile drive Ben 6'7", 370, bench 550? I mean, he would pile drive everybody. So, I mean, I don't know. Did he pile drive Terry Bradshaw? He did not. I mean, but again, we have big guys today too, and they're They are pretty big as well. Ben was one of the best of his era, but he also had the best coach of his era. Okay, I'm going to have to push back on that one. I don't think Tomlin was the best coach of his era by any means. Real football was being played in the 70s, 80s. I mean, again, I acknowledge that. But, I mean, again, Ben was still playing in an era where they still hit, obviously prior to 2008. But Ben won both his rings in that era. Again, 2009 is when the new rules took in effect. So Ben won 2 rings in that, again, obviously not in that Mel Blount rule era, obviously. I get it. But he was still, again, tough. And, again, he was 6'5", 240. So I just don't get all of a sudden how he is going to take more punishment and be knocked out of more games than a 6'2", 210 quarterback. I don't get it. Field at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and brought down at the 37-yard line. That is Wester on the return. Nice return there. There's a flag. So, yeah, now the chat's moving now. I can't get to everybody, but, hey, that works for me. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in, as there's going to be a hold on the Ravens. That'll back them up to the 15. Again, this has been pretty crazy. Going to bed. Oh, my goodness, Goku. It's okay, buddy. Let's hear again. I'm sorry. The chat is moving pretty fast here. Guys, they aren't allowed to hit anymore. Well, Ben's not playing today. Highlander reading, we all can read Brady is the GOAT. This guy. Mahomes deserves respect. He does, for sure. 1st and 10 for Huntley in the pistol. Receivers to each side. As Huntley takes a snap, drops back, looking to his left. Now over the middle, he throws. It is caught for the moment. Did it hit the turf? Packers saying incomplete. Referee now saying incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Ravens as the Packer faithful. They are getting pretty loud here. Let's see this replay. Yeah, that hit the ground. Yeah, Chuck Noll. Yeah, I remember Chuck Noll. Again, yeah, I mean, Terry had the best coach of his era. If anything, it wasn't Ben. Ben had Tomlin for most of his career. He had Cowher, who, again, wasn't the best coach of his time. Belichick would be. Bradshaw had the best coach of his era, for sure. 2nd and 10 at the 15 as Huntley drops back. He's looking over the middle, throws, caught at the 19, brought down at the 20-yard line. That is Andrews with the catch, and that is a gain of 5 as it's 3rd and 5 coming up. And again, if I really want to nitpick here, again, Terry Bradshaw was benched multiple times in his career. I don't recall that happening ever to Ben. Not even close. 3rd and 5 here for Huntley in the shotgun. Receiver left, 2 receivers to the right. Huntley changing the play at the line. Sending Bateman out in motion. Again, the Packer crowd, it is loud in Lambeau. It is loud in Lambeau. Huntley hands it off to Henry up the middle, and he's got the first down. Brought down at the 29-yard line. Gain of 9, and that is a Baltimore Raven first down. Well, that kind of came out of nowhere. Bill without TB12. I mean, he won 6, yeah. But I get what you're saying, I guess. You know, it doesn't look good without Brady. 1st and 10 for the Ravens as Huntley is going to be under center. Receiver to the right, receiver to the left. As Huntley tosses to Henry down the right side, cuts in at the 30, 35, 40, stiff arm at the 45, 50. He's down the sideline, tripped up at the 40-yard line. Huge run there. And that is going to be a Ravens first down. I'm looking around for a flag. There's no flag thrown. And the Ravens going to be in Packer territory whenever we come back, as that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Ravens 27, Packers 24. It is just now getting pretty good. 600 viewers. Yep. Yeah, no, it's pretty good. Pretty good game. The game is definitely helping me out. Willis showing to be as good as Henry. I mean, dude, Willis is looking really great. You called a 30-plus point game each, Doc. I did. They are on track. They are on track. Come on, Ravens, catch the ball. Actually, Nick, I don't want them to. I don't want them to. This game is a classic. It's looking pretty good. Could you see Mahomes in a game with the 70 Raiders? I guess. I don't know. I think he would again, with his throwing ability, it would definitely be interesting. Obviously, yeah, he would probably get knocked around. However, if you put Mahomes, let's say Patrick Mahomes was born in 1946, he would definitely have a different attitude. And again, he's a stockier guy, you know. So I don't think he'd be baiting calls on the sideline. And again, if these guys again that play today were born in that time and had the same abilities that they do now, they would do fine. They would adapt to the rules. Well, they hit harder back then. Well, again, they would know that. They would be fine. They wouldn't be... Again, you guys are acting like that no guy that played in the 70s ever finished a season. Obviously, that is crazy. People finish seasons all the time. A lot more injuries, yes. 100%. I know that. I acknowledge it. But I'm just saying, like, it's crazy to me that we're just going to totally disregard the current game because, again, with all the rules. I acknowledge the rules stink now, but no, the players, I'm sure some of them would succeed and do very well. Let's see here. This guy, Huntley, cannot throw the ball deep. He never has. Yeah, he never has. That's not Huntley's style. He's more of a underneath passer, and that's just how he's always been. He never has been that way. He never developed a deep ball. Bill didn't win with the Patriots 5-13 until Brady took over. I guess so. I don't know. Let's see here. Run the ball, Ravens. They probably will. Well, Holmes is simply amazing. We all see real Chiefs without him. Yeah, no, he's great. Mahomes could not play against Ray Lewis. I'm sure Mahomes will be fine. Mahomes will be fine. Again, Mahomes is essentially Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. He's probably not as good as Rodgers, but Rodgers could play against Ray Lewis. And I think Mahomes could too. 1st and 10 here at the 41 as Huntley's under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right as Huntley hands it off up the middle. This is Mitchell crossing the 40, brought down at the 37-yard line. That is a gain of 4. As again, we're just starting here in the fourth quarter. What a game it's been. Ravens, of course, again, as you guys know, they are fighting for their playoff lives. A win keeps them alive. Steelers loss forces a Week 18 AFC North showdown. And then the Packers, of course, their situation is if they win out and the Bears lose out, the Packers are your NFC North champions in the year 2025. We'll see if that happens as Huntley hands it off up the middle, and he is going to be smacked at the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard or two. Going to give him a yard or two, as it'll be 3rd and 4 at the Green Bay 35. Saw Ben throw 6 touchdowns in one half. No, that didn't happen. Not in one half versus the Browns. Let's see here. You want the Bears in first place? I'm sure you do. Back in the 70s, quarterbacks called their own plays. They did. 3rd and 4. Huntley going to be in the shotgun, trips left, one receiver to the right. And that's why, again, I think Terry Bradshaw deserves a lot more credit. However, this conversation has turned me anti-Terry Bradshaw for some reason. That's because of you guys, as Huntley's escaping in the pocket. He's at the 30 and brought down at the 27-yard line. That is a Baltimore Raven first down. And again, Ben called a lot of his plays, too, in 2-minute drills. Hence why, again, he has a lot of game-winning drives in his career. Again, second most all time. Just saying. So, yeah, no, he definitely knew he could call a game by himself. There's a lot of Steeler fans that want Ben to be the offensive coordinator because he was very good at calling plays in crunch time. Ravens need to put it in. We'll see what happens here as it's 1st and 10 at the 26. Huntley in the pistol. Hands it off to Henry up the gut at the 25-20. Brought down at the 19-yard line for a gain of 7. Henry now at $150. 153 yards to be exact. He is just moving the ball. When do you have the linebacker spying this guy? Yeah, that's a great question. That is a great question. You would think the Packers would have a spy by now. I mean, that is unbelievable. 2nd and 3 at the 19. As Huntley takes snap, hands it off to Henry down the left side, turns the corner. Oh, stiff arms a guy at the 15, steps out at the 13. He shoved that guy back at least a few yards. Unbelievable. First down for the Ravens. Holmes would change the league being a running quarterback. Look at what Fran Tarkin did as a running quarterback. Yeah, I think he would. Yeah, no, again, I think Mahomes, again, he wouldn't be a bum. I don't think he'd be a bum by any means in the 70s. He would do well. I think, again, he would adapt to the rules and do well. I'm not saying he'd be the best or anything like that, but he would do well. 1st and 10 at the 12 as Huntley is under center. It's a toss to Mitchell. Mitchell cutting inside and brought down at the 10 for a gain of 2. Henry again, 29 carries, 160 yards. Unbelievable. Henry is beast mode. Yep. Not all quarterbacks in the 70s called their plays, not even Bradshaw, hence some of the tension with Knoll. Well, yeah, I mean, Bradshaw did call his plays for the most part, but I guess that's a good point. I do actually remember some clips, actually, now that you brought that up, Trisk. Give me a sec, though. I'll address it in a moment. 2nd and 8 in the shotgun. As Huntley is going to take snap up the gut as he's going to be brought down at the 10-yard line. Nothing doing there. But, yes, I remember this clip is Bradshaw and Knoll arguing on the sideline. And Bradshaw was saying, look, if they haven't seen the bubble yet, we need to do the bubble. And Knoll was pretty much like, pretty much didn't really like what Bradshaw was saying. So I don't know who won the argument, but I just remember that clip of Bradshaw and Knoll like kind of bickering on a play call. So maybe Knoll had more influence than we thought. 3rd and 8. Huntley in the shotgun, trips the right to one receiver to the left. Huntley lifts the leg, takes snap, drops back, looking to his left, throws. It is caught at the 2, extending. Touchdown, but the ball is loose. Oh, this will be interesting. Oh, my goodness. For the moment, it's a touchdown, and of course, he's doing the Lambeau leap. The touchdown turkey, of course, liking it. I personally am not. But it is what it is. The Ravens have just taken the lead. Here's a catch. 1-2. Extension. Ball kind of coming loose there. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown there for the Ravens. As it's 33-24. Ravens going back up by 2 scores. You miss Emmitt Smith. Dan Fouts had a cannon for sure. As we are just waiting for the extra point there. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 34-24 is your score. Ravens, of course, leading by 10. Close game, yep. Close game. How about those helmets in the 70s? Yeah, they're pretty iconic. Drew, you know, if Marino was in today's NFL with his skills, he'd have 6K yards, 60 to 65 touchdowns a year. Definitely not. Again, obviously, he would do well. The thing about that, so I used to kind of think that way. I'm going to go ahead and end that argument here. He only had that 5,000 year once. You know, I think a lot of people say, oh, man, he threw 5,000 yards in 1984. He did. He did, obviously. He had a great year. He only did that once. So it's not like he did that every year. Obviously, again, great stuff there. Throwing for 4,000 yards back then was very impressive. But I think, again, he definitely had a great year. Never touched that again. Averaged 9 yards an attempt. Never touched that again. 7-7 again. Those are numbers that he never touched again. So I definitely disagree with that. He might do it once. I mean, I'm not going to say that he wouldn't throw for, I don't know. He probably would throw for maybe 6. Maybe once. I don't know. I really think that's crazy, actually. I mean, that's 400 yards a game. No, he wouldn't do it. I find that crazy. Again, only did it once. And that is something that people repeat because they saw a meme on the internet. Not necessarily the case. Let's see here. The Ravens beat the Packers. Sadly, looks like they will. Packers' schedule is not a scam. Not sure what that means, but they are not looking great. Always? Yeah, no, not always. Elway had a cannon too. Elway was good. Like 98 throw power, 70, 80 accuracy or something like that. Definitely could misfire a lot. So, I don't know. Again, I understand they played a long time ago when it was a difficult league. Again, I'm normally I'm usually the one defending the 70s and 80s, but I have been turned into the anti that guy tonight for some reason. That's just the way it's worked, apparently. That is how it's worked tonight. Again, 34-24 is your score. 10-10 to go in the fourth quarter. As, again, the Ravens once again up by 2 scores. As the Packers, they need to get something going. Emmitt Smith was in Scranton for his book signing. They would not let me have him sign. Oh, really? That's kind of lame. I remember specifically one time Bradshaw changed the play from a run to a pass, and they scored a touchdown. Everyone was cheering as the Steelers took a decisive lead. No bench Bradshaw. I mean, that would not shock me. Oh, my goodness. As there is the kickoff fielded at the 2. He's at the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and is brought down at the 27-yard line. And that is where the Packers will take over. Marino got to play 12 games a season, 5 less than today. What you got to say? Is that what I saw? He averaged 12 games a season. Rookie year, 11, 16, 16, 16. That sounds like it's not 12. This is 12. 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 5, 16, 14, 13, 16, 16, 16, 11. That's a lot of 16. So I guess, again, I'm not too sure again, am I missing something, guys? I really hate to be that guy, but it sounds like I'm missing something. Sounds like you might be over-exaggerating your youth. It sounds like you might just be looking back at the old days with a little bit more nostalgia and greatness than maybe what actually happened. I'll be that guy. Easily be that guy. 1st and 10 for the Packers, as Willis going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Willis drops back, he's looking over the middle. Steps up, evading pressure. He's going to take off and run at the 30, and sliding down at the 33-yard line. That is a gain of 5. As, again, the Packers need to get it going as we're under 10 minutes and counting in this one. Packers, obviously, again, need something on this drive. Subscribe. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Orville. 2nd and 5 at the 33. Willis in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. As Willis drops back, he's looking, throws. It is caught at the 42. Steps out of bounds immediately. He will have the first down. That is Romeo Doubs with the catch. Let's see here. Did I miss something? Did I miss a chat here? I guess I missed a chat. I don't know. Anyway, 1st and 10 here for the Packers. Let me see what happened. Something happened in the chat. Willis going to be under center. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Willis, play action, drops back. He's moving to his left. Willis going to run again at the 45, jogging out of bounds. And that is going to be a first down, jogging bounds at the 48. Gain of 10, and again, that is a first down. For the Packers. I guess I'm trying to find it. I'm not seeing anything that is... Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, yeah. 1st and 10 in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. As he hands it off up the gut. He's crossing the 45, brought down at the 43-yard line. Gain of about 5. That was Wilson on the carry. They're going to move fast here. Willis in the shotgun, trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Where's the spy? There's none. Both defenses not playing with the spy tonight. Willis drops back, throws, caught at the 35, pushed out of bounds immediately. That is a first down for the Packers. Catch of about 7 yards. Watson, by the way, over 100 yards tonight. Looking for, I don't know, I'm seeing apparently yin yang. I don't know what happened here. I don't see anything. I'm not seeing anything that happened at all. They're referencing your chats in certain college football streams. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I gotcha. You're not going crazy, I promise. All right, yeah. Gotcha. Anyway, well, that's on another stream. That's not my channel. So 1st and 10 here for the Packers. Willis. Ooh, Willis was kind of grimacing there at the end of that play. Oh, Willis actually is the reason the play is stopped. Oh. Oh, man, this would be devastating if he had to come out. Oh, my gosh. Tune is warming up on the sideline. Clayton Tune. That would be a... Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he might be done. That's horrible. Yeah, how many tackles does Roquan Smith have? I'm not too sure. So, yeah, so Willis is heading to the locker room. He is jogging, so I feel like he's going to try to come back. So that's good. Roquan Smith, by the way, with 3 tackles. 3 tackles there for Roquan Smith. So that'd be Green Bay is struggling. Go Bears. I bet you are. So, again, no more Willis. So another injury again. As it's 1st and 10 for the Packers, as Tune's going to keep it down the right side, cuts inside, and it's going to be diving forward to the line of scrimmage. So, again, if you're the Packers here, honestly, I know it's crazy, but I'm looking at a field goal here, trying to kick the field goal, make it to a 1-score game, get the defense. Hopefully they can make a stop, and maybe Willis is back and ready to lead him down. I don't know how Tune is, so we'll see how he does, but it is not looking ideal. Ravens can still make the playoffs if they win all the games. They can, unless the Steelers win tomorrow, which is looking like what we have to do. 2nd and 10 as Tune is in the shotgun, drops back. He's looking, throws. It is off the hands of the receiver. Intercepted! Intercepted at the 30. And Humphrey brought down at the 33-yard line. Oh, my goodness. And the Ravens lead by 10 with 6:56 left to go in the 4th quarter. Oh, my goodness. That is huge. Virginia wins. Nice. Congrats to Virginia. As too much running. It was actually on a throw. Willis kind of holding his shoulder after a throw. Oh, my goodness. That could be. Clayton 2 Ravens. Okay, it wasn't on Tune. That was off the hands of the receiver. You got to feel for Tune there. He's going to feel like it's his fault, but that was right there. Golden just flat out. No, it was Melton, pardon me. Melton just flat out. No hands. Lamau, interception game. Okay, well, I don't think it's game because I guess we haven't seen Ravens games all year. I guess we already forgot about what happened last week. You can't say the game is over if you've watched any Ravens football this year. I'll go ahead and go over the schedule. I've been fighting the chat all night. We're going to go ahead and show the Ravens schedule, folks, because I'm just that type of guy tonight. That's what we're doing. Let's go and show you guys off with the Bills game. Were the Ravens winning in the 4th quarter? I think they were. I could be wrong. The Lions game. Weren't they winning in that one too? Yeah, I think they were. Oh, that's a shame. Weren't they leading against the Steelers? Oh, man, that's tough. Get wrecked by the refs, I guess. Oh, weren't they winning against the Patriots? Oh, man, what happened? Oh, my goodness. It's like we forgot about this season in 2025. Obviously, you'd think the Ravens will win. Yes, the Ravens, with a great % chance to win, I think they probably will win. But to say that this game is over with how this season has looked, you can't say it's over. You can't say it's over. Packer fan here. I've done enough. You've done good. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mikes. That is unfortunate. Nice duck. Again, that was not a bad pass. It was right off the hands of the receiver. Steelers win tomorrow. We hope so. What games am I doing tomorrow? I'm doing Steelers, Browns, Raiders, Giants, the number 1 pick bowl. And then the Sunday night game with the Bears and the 49ers. I'll be doing those 3 games tomorrow. Steelers going to lose to the Ravens. That's why we need to beat the Browns tomorrow. And then that game doesn't matter. Put Derrick Henry in the game. Harbaugh. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, it's something. The only time I cheat on Doc for my Patriots propaganda live streams, we are all discussed with how we played against y'all. I bet. All right, 1st and 10 at the 32. Ravens looking to close out the game. Hands it off to Henry up the middle, and he's brought down at the 35-yard line for a gain of 3. Pass was trash, wobbling like crazy. Didn't see it. I know it was off his hands. I know he had 2 hands on it. That's all I know there, Doge. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I don't know what you're looking at. Love isn't Drake May, let alone Malik Willis. I guess so. All right, 2nd and 7 for the Ravens. As again, they're looking to just close things down here in the 4th quarter. 10-point lead. Surely the Ravens can hold on. As Huntley takes snap and hands it off up the middle. This is Henry cutting inside and brought down after a gain of 2. So 3rd and 5 coming up for the Ravens. 6 minutes and counting in this one. As again, the Packers hoping they can get some Malik Willis back. Favorite receiver all time, I guess, is Hines Ward. Antonio Brown, pretty solid. Currently, probably JSN, again, the Seattle Seahawks guy. Jackson Smith and Shake. But it looks like Willis is coming back on the field. And the Packer fans love that. Will he get a chance, though, is the question. 3rd and 5. Huntley in the shotgun. Sending a man in motion. Huntley hands it off to Henry up the middle. He's got the first down, crossing the 40 and diving forward to the 50-yard line. Gain of 13. That is a Baltimore Ravens first down. Put them away. We'll see. Same script versus Texans and Chargers. You like Jerry Rice? Yeah, Jerry Rice, solid pick. Solid pick there. They're all Vegas games. I mean, that's true. That's true. You want me back there. You all want me back there, Doge. What the heck, Ravens do better. Well, they have the first down. 1st and 10 at the 49 as Huntley is under center. As Huntley tosses, this is Mitchell. Mitchell going to be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 2. And that is going to be a Green Bay Packer timeout. That is their first timeout. 2 remaining with 4:35 left to go in the 4th quarter. Henry running like a possessed man. Yeah, for sure. No, he's been great. Henry has, again, that's what happens when you keep him in the game, essentially. 32 carries, 177, 3 touchdowns. I mean, that is as great of a performance as you can ever have. Let's see here. No fumbles for Henry tonight. Nope. Watch your pregame. Always bet the team with the majority does not pick. That's exactly what you actually need to do if you're betting, because the bookies never lose. Gary Clark. What an amazing ending. Made them pull their starting quarterback, then a fantastic defense play to punch the ball out. Was that the Virginia game? That's pretty neat. 2nd and 8. Huntley in the shotgun as he hands it off to Henry up the middle and brought down at the 45-yard line for a gain of 3. And the Packers will once again take their second timeout, or I guess that's their first time taking their second timeout, but you know what I'm saying. That's their second timeout with 4:30 left to go in the 4th quarter. Packers needs Parsons. They do. They do need Parsons. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. Again, if everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 4,000 subscribers. So hopefully, again, you've enjoyed it. Hopefully, there's a reason why you're staying. Hopefully, you subscribe. Again, it is free to do so, as this is, again, my first year on YouTube, and it's first of many, many more. We're going to be a big channel in the future, for sure. But, of course, it takes time, and you can make it faster by subscribing today. 3rd and 4 for the Ravens. They're at the 45. They need to get to the 41 for a brand new set of downs as Huntley pitches it out to Henry. Down the left side, cuts in, leaning forward. Going to be close. They're going to mark him about a half yard short again. Henry was tackled at the line of scrimmage, but just kept moving forward. Looks like they're going to say it's 4th and 1 as the clock continues to run. Thank you for bringing this game. It is over. You think it's over? Probably, but you never know. Get another touchdown. That's a lot. 4 touchdowns, a lot to ask for there. I think you might be a little greedy there, FML. Fun chat. Oh, yeah, no, chat's been great tonight. Even if I've been fighting there. King Perdomo, appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Shout you out there. 4th and inches as the Ravens will take, I'm assuming, they're going to take a timeout with 3:43 left to go. Again, all they need is a half a yard, and they're going to probably go for it. They're probably going to get it. Everyone sub up to Doc. Let's get into 4K. Prove his New Year prediction wrong. Yeah, I mean, I would be shocked if we did. That'd be pretty cool, though. Definitely have a lot of people here. I mean, hey, if we come close, we come close. But have a great evening. Good to see you, Jim. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. And again, we'll be back tomorrow again. Steelers-Browns, so it looks like the Steelers will have to win tomorrow. And then, of course, we'll be doing the Toilet Bowl, Raiders-Giants. Hopefully that's a good one. Again, the loser gets the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. As the Ravens are going to do the tush push here. Oh, and there is an offsides, and that is going to be kind of a bummer for the Packers. Wow, so that is going to be a brand new set of downs for the Packers, as it doesn't even look like Malik Willis will have a chance to get on the field. So that is a 5-yard penalty and a first down for the Ravens. Oh my gosh, he honestly barely moved. That is crazy. Thank you for the streams. Appreciate it, George. Thank you again. Landon, everyone wants a shout out here. If I shout you, you better subscribe. That's all I'm going to say. Shout you out, Landon. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. 1st and 10 at the 36 as he hands it off up the middle. This is Henry crossing the 35 and brought down at the 29-yard line. Gain of 7 as the Ravens continue to march forward and eat this clock, chew this clock. Ravens, by the way, with 38 minutes of time of possession, they will probably cross 40. I mean, that is just domination. Working all day tomorrow here for the night game. Gotcha, man. I'll see you then. Appreciate it. 41-24. I don't know. I doubt they score. Unless it's a breakaway run. They're not going to be trying to score. So, unworn Super Bowl 31 sweater hanging in my closet. My dad went to the game so far. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. As he hands it off, this is Mitchell spinning around and tackled in the backfield. That's a loss of 2. So you take out Henry, put in Mitchell, loses 2 yards, as it'll be 3rd and 5. Field goal is all you need. You probably have the over-under of something. And appreciate you guys again for tuning in, as they'll bring back Henry for this 3rd down play. 2:30 and counting. Again, Ravens leading by 10. Staying alive in the playoff race. The Packers will be eliminated from the NFC North race. They, of course, again, I think this would probably clinch them with the 7th seed. They're not going to be able to move up, I don't think. As Huntley rolls to his left. Oh, and he's going to take off, cuts inside, fighting forward. He's got the first down. First down, Baltimore. And that'll take us to 2:02. The Packers will call their final timeouts. And that is a killer for the Packers. Got to go and see how bad. Oh, man, I don't know. All right, see you tomorrow. Appreciate you, William. Just trust. We will trust. LSU 14, Houston 14. Oh, wow. Chicago fans happy. Blackhawks beat Dallas. Mr. Crosby comes to UC tomorrow night. Game on. Bear down. Should be, again, tomorrow night with the Bears 49ers should be a good one. As, again, the 49ers, of course, they're fighting for the number 1 seed. So if they win out, they get the number 1 seed. So it won't be a easy game for sure. Touchdown? I don't know, Raphael. I don't think so. Push first down. They probably will. Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley leads the Ravens to another win. Yes, sir. Smiley, appreciate you for tuning in again. Yep. Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley. 16 for 20, 107 yards. That's what, just over 5 yards an attempt. But, of course, the real star of the show, Derrick Henry, 35 carries, 191 yards. So, I guess the Ravens were saving him for this game. Not really in the fourth quarter of the last game, but this game. First down, Baltimore. Looks like it wasn't a timeout for Green Bay. Oh, that was a challenge. So, all right. So, I guess it is a timeout. If Lamar is back next week, the Ravens will lose. That would actually be pretty crazy if they did lose. LSU must lose. LSU and Houston. Yeah, I don't really. I guess because I'm somewhat anti-SEC, I would pull for Houston, but I don't know. It's not really a game that moves me there. So 1st and 10 for the Ravens as they're at the 25.5 yard line. 26, actually. As Huntley, again, he's under center. As Huntley, it's tossed to Henry. Henry cutting inside the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Oh, my goodness, you guys were right. Touchdown. No way. Touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. And, of course, the touchdown turkey loves it. Derrick Henry, over 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. Unbelievable. What a day by Derrick Henry. Yeah, you know what? I don't think the Ravens should be rotating any running backs. You just kind of let Henry get 30 carries a game at least, and then the rest is just filler. Oh, my goodness. What a day by the Ravens, and what a terrible day for the Packers defense, getting shredded without Lamar Jackson in the game. There's the extra point. It is up. It is good. 41-24. Is your score with 1:56 left to go in this one. I can't believe you guys were right. Good stuff. I did not think they would. You guys had it there. 4 touchdowns. It's unbelievable. Thank you, Dr. Lane, for having this game. Thank you for great processing. Thank you, Tammy. Appreciate it. I try. Thank you again. You hate Lamar, this guy. I'm winning your fantasy championship. Yeah, I bet you do. If you have Henry, I mean, geez, I hope I'm not playing Henry because that would probably be over for me. That would probably be a GG's. I can't remember. So, yes, the Packers, with them losing tonight, they will be locked into the number 7 seed. So they will play the number 2. And, of course, again, as many of you guys know, as we'll look over here, I mean, Somalian. What the heck? What am I reading here in the chat, Steve? All right. So, again, as you guys know, the NFC is pretty fluid as far as, like, who can finish where, except for the Panthers. Panthers pretty much locked in the 4 spot. And again, same thing with the AFC. But anyone could be anything at this point as far as seeds and where they're going to finish, except for the Packers. Packers will be officially locked into the 7. Panthers or Buccaneers going to be locked into the 4. So, yeah, the Packers will be playing the 2, and as it stands, the Bears are the 2. So we could see a rematch of Packers and Chicago in the wild card round. That'd be pretty interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Packers lose the next 5 for the last 5 games of the season, including playoffs. That would be tough. Hanny loves the turkey. Oh, yeah. Bad attempt of here. You're good. I don't know. I guess I just missed the joke there. My bad, man. I don't know. I mean, it's fine. I just didn't understand what was happening. Josh Jacobs, 3 rushing yards. No wonder why the Raiders got rid of him. I mean, I don't know if that's really. I mean, again, he was just bottled up. He really didn't have a chance. I mean, Jacobs only 4 carries. I mean, it's pretty hard to get yards. Yeah, obviously. You definitely want more yards after 4 carries, but it is what it is. What if Lamar was actually playing using using an impossible mission mask? I don't know. I butchered the delivery there. What a great game, Dr. Lay. The Sage is set for next week. It is. It is. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you for tuning in. Seahawks Niners play the final week of the season. Yep. Yes, if the 49ers win tomorrow, week 18 will most likely be Seattle and the 49ers Sunday Night Football, because that'll be for the division and potentially the number 1 seed. Ravens are coming for the Steelers tomorrow. They're actually not coming for the Steelers tomorrow because that is not possible. Steelers play the Browns. But if you guys want to play a football game tomorrow, I think the Steelers will take you up on it, as there is the kickoff, and that is going to be booted out of the end zone for a touchback. So we get to see what the Packers can do here. Again, just under 2 minutes to go as they look to get some more stats. This game is over a few minutes ago. It was. Packers quarterbacks are hurt. Yep. Win for my son. See you tomorrow. Appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Judy. Appreciate you for tuning in. Miles Garrett is coming for that sack ready tomorrow. I guess he is, but that's all the Browns will get this year. So there you go. So 1st and 10 looks like there's not going to be any Malik Willis on this drive. Looks like Tune's going to be in at quarterback. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. As Tune takes snap, hands it off up the middle. He is going to be bottled up at the 40-yard line. That is Emmanuel Wilson with the carry, and that is a gain of 5. Bears win, yep. So 2nd and 5 coming up as Tune is in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to left as Tune drops back, looking, throws. It is caught at the 40. 45 brought down at the 48-yard line. That is a gain of 8, and that is a first down for the Packers. So 1st and 10, they're at their own 48. Again, just trying to get some more yardage here as Tune, again, in the shotgun. Trips left, 1 receiver to right, drops back, looking. Pump fakes. Moving to his right, it's Tune. Tune is going to run out of bounds. That's going to be a loss of 4. Running out of bounds at the 44-yard line. As, again, not how you wanted to end your, or, you know, not end your season, obviously, if you're a Packers fan, but just, well, honestly, you could say that. Yeah, Packers kind of trending in the wrong direction. Steelers beat the Browns tomorrow. I hope so. Miles Garrett breaks the sack record tomorrow. Where is Mark Gasson? Oh, yeah, he's gonna get mad at Rodgers now. He won't get mad at Favre. He'll hit up Rodgers. That would be crazy. 2nd and 13 at the 45 as Tune drops back. He's looking over the middle, throws. It is almost intercepted. Pass a little too high. And also really high, actually, for the Ravens defender, Chidobe Awuzie, as it'll be 3rd and 13 for the Pack. Niners Bears will have that playoff vibe. It should. It should be a good one. Should be a good one. Go Packers, says Maddie. Unfortunately for you, Maddie, the Packers will not win tonight. As it's 3rd and 13, and Tune's going to hand it off up the middle, crossing the 50, brought down at the 49-yard line. And again, we're just kind of wait for the ending of this one. It's going to be 4th down here. Packers need 1st down to keep their drive alive. I imagine they'll just let it go down. The Packers fans booing. Not exactly happy. Not exactly happy. Wilt Chamberlain on a ladder. Hopefully the Bills are one and done. We'll see as Tune throws it out of bounds. Incomplete, off the hands actually of the receiver. But that was way too high. And the Ravens will officially, again, win 41-24 after the knee. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Need 1 yard for $400. You're not getting it. Willis didn't come in there, DW. Sorry, man. Steelers big lead, lose final minute. Close game, they lose at final minute. Brown blowout where the Steelers catch up and lose in the final minute. You've repeated that over and over there, Trisk, but I guess the Steelers will lose in the final minute. I hope not. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Again, they will take a knee, and that will do it. As the Ravens are 8-8 and keep their playoff hopes alive, the Packers eliminated from the NFC North title race, and the Bears are your 2025 NFC North champions. And the Packers, of course, are locked in to that number 7 seed. So not ideal for the Packers as they'll play the top-ranked team in the wild card round. Notice I said wild card round. Oh, that's not the number 1 seed. That's why I said the wild card round. Just answering your question before you ask it. So, yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys. You're top-notch. I try to be. I think you guys love your channel. Going to watch college game. I have a parlay going. Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Good luck. Steelers went out. They play who in the playoffs? I don't know. Depends. Still week 18. There's a lot more football to be played. Because, I can show you again. The NFC, as I mentioned earlier, is kind of fluid. AFC just as fluid, man. You don't really know. Anyone could finish anywhere except, of course, the Steelers, kind of like the Panthers or Buccaneers in the NFC South or the Packers at the 7. Steelers are locked into the 4. Everyone else, there's no confirmed seed. Everyone's still kind of moving up and down. So, we'll find out. We will literally find out next week. We're not going to find out anything this week, I don't think. Well, I guess if the Broncos win... No, the Broncos already won their title, but yeah, they haven't clinched anything yet. The Patriots need to win to keep that a mystery, I guess. It'll be interesting. I think tomorrow will be very interesting for sure. All right, but yeah, you guys all have a great rest of your night. I will catch you later. You guys all enjoy. And again, if you did like what you listened to tonight, appreciate you. And thank you for tuning in, letting the small channel call the game for you. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe before you go. And, of course, again, I got 3 games for you tomorrow. Again, Steelers and the Browns. Right after that one, we're doing the number 1 pick bowl, Giants, Raiders, because everyone else can be covering Bills, Eagles. So I'm going to be different because I'm built different. And then we're doing the Sunday night game, of course, Bears and the 49ers. So hopefully I see you guys there, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully I'll see you there. If not, that's okay. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll see you around. Peace and good night to all.